Yo. We are live and direct here on Dusty Crates.
What up?
I'm your host, El Dusty. With me, as always, is Ryan.
We're so back.
And now, Clarissa Serna is in the house.
Let's go.
I lost all my. I forgot all my notes. I'm sorry. I just got excited and I said. But hold on. Welcome to the #1 Twitch show on the Base Haven Network, the home of ravers, doomers, and eclectic Mexicans. And we elect them too. Right? Elect them. We can elect them. Yeah. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up?
I'm like looking out in the audience as if there's like a whole lot of people. I'm imagining right now.
Tell my fans.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? Yeah. Chris, what's good? Everybody in the chat, what's up?
Hello.
It's been a long time.
Hello.
Andrea's over there in the corner. She's just like, yeah, this is what I do. The whole gang's here. This whole episode better be good, Chris. Or we're gonna blame you. I'm just joking. It's
Hey,
really
Chris,
my fault.
no pressure.
No pressure, right? It is no pressure. This is like a cool episode to come back to, Clarissa. I'm very comfortable with.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's her and not someone that I'm petrified to be around. Even though I'm like really nervous right now anyway, so
Hey,
it's cool.
We practiced earlier. You did
Yeah,
great.
I know, but now I just
He's
lost
like,
it
you
all.
did great during rehearsal.
Yeah, you did. Hey, you did great when you blacked
Y'all
out.
all said y'all were gonna be nervous too, and now I'm the only
I'm
one.
nervous. We're nervous together. It's fine.
I'm so nervous right now.
Damn it.
My name is Ryan.
Damn it. Whoa, hey Ryan.
I'm so sweaty.
How's everyone in the chat? Pink Plantain is still in the chat room. I still don't know.
Oh.
We still don't know who Pink Plantain is. Welcome. How's everything? So I've been taking a break. Like, what have you been doing, Ryan?
Man, it's been 2 months, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in 2 whole months.
I haven't seen you in 2 whole months.
The only time I see you is here at the show. This is it.
I was gonna say my beard grew to show the passage of time, but I shaved.
You had to shave because it was too much.
Yeah, it was just too much. I was like, hello. It was too much to. I missed this.
For the record, I also shaved my beard and mustache for this. So
All right.
This is the kind of solidarity I need.
fresh.
You're an ally.
Fresh.
Certified
shorn
fresh.
ally.
I am an ally. I'm a facial hair, body hair ally.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank
Congratulations.
So. Moral support. Always.
All right, this is getting weird.
But I've been good, man. You know, I've been working here and there. We're finishing up Yikes finally. I'm moving at the end of this month.
Okay. Moving
Yeah.
where?
Chris, were you saying yes because Ryan's moving or because of your finishing Yikes?
No, because of the. Wait, am I live?
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, sorry. Because of the inside joke we had earlier about him like dropping in yikes references and like how he did it
Bye,
with that.
Mariano!
He wasn't even here for the
Name
joke.
drop.
So
Bye, homie.
Bye.
Aww.
Aww.
I'm moving to San Marcos, by the way.
What? Good for you.
I'm so excited.
For work, for fun, because you love it there,
It's time to proceed in the next chapter of my life.
which is
Moving in with my partner.
okay.
So, Ryan, tell us.
You're cue the music.
She's asleep right now.
Is that where, or is it? Wait, you said San Marcos.
Yeah.
Is that where they have that cool like water park thingy where you
Yeah.
can like go and get on the boats?
Get on the river. Float the river.
Oh, is that?
No, that's New Braunfels. I'm talking
Isn't it
about
the
San
same thing?
Marcos.
No,
No,
San- San
I
Marcos
thought.
does have
I
a-
always thought that San Marcos was how you said New Braunfels in Spanish.
It's.
Nope.
Oh my god,
No,
you need to
you're
get into
you're talking about the Guadalupe River.
Mexican.
In New
No,
Braunfels.
there's like a water park where you can like do those, those giant slide things, and
You
I
know
think you can get
Schlitterbahn?
on boats.
Schlitterbahn.
It's like their
Schlitterbahn.
version of Corpus Schlitterbahn. Not real Schlitterbahn. Nope, it's not. Y'all are thinking Schlitterbahn. It's fine. This is
Someone
for
in the
another
chat
time.
room is gonna say it.
Someone
Yeah.
will talk about it.
Someone's gonna
I'm
say
gonna,
it.
Has
I'm gonna
Google.
start.
See, if we
looking
had
it up.
Google Gloggles,
If
Gloggles, if we had Gloogles,
If we had Google clogs.
if we had Gloogles,
Gloogles.
someone said Splashtown.
Gloggles is good too.
But Splashtown.
But it's not
San Antonio.
Google.
Splashtown,
It's
San
Google.
Antonio?
No.
Googles.
No, I'm gonna
Googles is what it is.
if we had-
that's the proper
if
one.
we had
Googles.
glue right
because
now-
there's no L.
Oh, you're thinking of Bucky's.
Yeah, they have the best water slides.
Splashtown,
now I have to look it up.
Water
Oh,
Ranch,
Is it Water Ranch, Splashtown?
Landos.
There's
Nope.
Schlitterbahn and New
Nope.
Braunfels.
San
Man, there's a whole bunch of
Marcos.
parks over there that we are not going to.
Water
Nope.
People are
sports.
saying that San Marcos has a river to float also.
It's not the river.
Nope.
It's
It's not the river.
It's a body of water.
Ski
Get out of
ranch.
your head,
Oh,
Ryan.
is it Landos? Land something?
Maybe.
Herbert's Tacos.
Drive
Splashdown.
fast,
Oh, van
tubing
down by
and
the-
I love how
think it
Skip
might-
says ski ranch.
Honestly, I haven't driven by there in such a long time that probably closed down like a long time ago, and I'm just old.
The ski ranch was fun.
Olympic
I had a
outdoor
band back in the day,
center?
and we used to play at the ski ranch.
Oh,
Dude, all that stuff is so fun. Have y'all been out to the river lately? Like any of them?
I don't go
yes.
outside.
I was at the Guadalupe River this past. What was it? March, April?
Was it floating?
With
was
Jimmy.
What did you do there?
Was it
Dude, it was shallow.
What did you do there?
In the shallow,
I
shallow,
cut. So like I was in a
Tell
raft,
us about your experience.
and
us more.
I can't swim, and I was with this other guy who will remain nameless. But
play
like
the sexy music?
the water was a lot shallow.
Otra vez.
The water was a lot more shallow than we expected, and so we would get stuck on top of the
Yeah.
rock sometimes, and so we would have to stand up and like push the raft.
Yeah,
but when
it
you would
sucks.
stand up on the rocks, they were slimy because of
It
moss.
hurts, yeah. And then you fall.
And we were like, and he kept falling on his ass. At one point, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna swim the rest of the way," and he left me, knowing that I couldn't swim. And I'm like,
But
okay.
you can't swim on
and
rocks.
I had a gash on my hand because I'd cut it on a rock, and
Yeah.
my knee was bleeding, and I was just like this, being
Miserable.
like, "I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die," while having some chocolate.
Did
Yeah.
you learn how to swim
You-
in
You're
those?
so brave.
I learned
minutes.
how to survive.
You
know?
simultaneously
your
have
service.
chocolate. So we did the same thing last year. We go every year, and it was like raining and lightning. And I didn't know that it's not safe to be in the water when it's lightning.
What?
Did y'all know that?
Yeah. Hello,
Well-
science.
For those of you who I was today years old.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't have
so I got like
windows.
really scared, and our son was with us, and he was like freaking out. I was like, "Dad, I'm scared!" And like everything turned out fine. obviously,
You're all
we're
like
here.
throwing him in the water. You're all go in the water.
No, we stayed in the water. It was one of those situations like get up and crawl, and then a little longer you float, and then you get up again, and the rocks hurt your feet. We're just not built for that, man. We need
Yeah.
the soft sand under our toes. And
Corporate stuff.
Which lake was that?
don't ask me that question.
Okay, I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm. What? Why?
No, I went to Canyon Lake for my brother for my friend's graduation party, and then we all jumped from a really high rock, and it was like 3 to 4 stories high.
Canyon Lake.
Oh wow.
And then whenever I hit the water, I'm naturally quite buoyant for my size, and my legs immediately got entangled in like seaweed or kelp.
Entanglement.
That's very scary.
And,
And I didn't.
I thought I was
Seaweed at the
gonna die.
river?
I don't know what it was.
River
but
weed.
I
River
immediately
weed.
could
Even
not-
worse.
River water.
I felt my lungs like collapsing, and I was
No.
like,
It was
"This
the
is awesome.
demons.
My
Oh,
lungs."
that's so
Science.
scary. And you know what I do know? It's the Frio. Hello, I just said that. We go every year with my husband's family.
nice.
Frio
The
River.
Frio River.
Last
Somebody
few
keeps
years,
saying
it's been no bueno.
Landa.
Land.
Landa?
Landa, right here.
Anthony's saying that.
Hello there.
Anthony, hello.
Landa.
That's not. I don't know.
No?
We gave up on that one already.
They're
Wait,
probably
wait.
trying to figure out that water
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Were you doing
Man,
a reference to Linda?
I just, yeah. Listen,
Linda, listen.
Landa,
listen, Linda, listen.
I used to drive by there, and you shit on your way to Austin, and it was like on the right hand side.
It's not Texas Ski Ranch?
Maybe.
I mean, because it's like a fake
Yeah,
water
where's that?
park.
Yes.
Yeah. Skip, you were right.
Skip
God damn
is
it.
the winner. Do we have a round of applause for Skip?
Yay, give him a Corpus
Skip, go
hat.
Thank you,
Skip.
Skip Bernie. I'm sorry, I missed that. That sounds like
Texas
that's
Ski
it.
Ranch.
Is
Yeah,
it still
yeah.
open? Is that still
Yeah,
a thing?
yeah. They have like a fake
Yeah.
Pond.
Yes. Fake fun.
yeah
Well, it's
pond.
fun.
It's real fun.
Yeah.
It's a pond, but you can like ski in it.
And don't they have one of those
it's on
giant?
the side of the road.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's on the side of the road right there
We're
on the
all
side.
on the same page.
On the
The
guys.
exact thing that you've said, like
right
over and
here.
over again.
You know, like on San Marcos in the road.
I always,
the
Skip
water.
just dropped his logo in the
I always
chat
wanna go
somehow. Leave it
So
to Skip to
everybody
buy
knows.
ad space.
I know where all the cool stuff is. You didn't have to buy it. You're just dropping it in. Whoa. Cool.
What did
hear
you
that?
do? How did you do that? Something happened and it got louder. Oh, you turned it off? Way to go. Word on the street is
So now that we know where Texas Ski Ranch is.
yeah. Now the
Right
show's
off the
over.
road.
Thanks.
Thank you very
thanks
much.
for coming. Show's over. Appreciate you.
So San Marcos, that's really exciting. Good for you. Cool spot.
Yeah, I don't know
San
what we're gonna
Marcos.
do without
yeah,
him.
Thanks,
San
man.
Marcos.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi,
Nice to
Ryan.
meet you.
Very excited for your move.
Hello. Thanks. Me too. I'm gonna miss.
Are you
everybody.
scared? You know, we were recording some shows today. We pre-record like way in advance, but we were talking about like fear
It's
of
not
change.
live?
And
No, I'm just kidding. I'm all what?
yeah, there's been a lot of changes in that. But yeah, we're talking about that. Are you scared? Like there's
Oh,
a certain
every
level
single
of
day.
fear that comes.
He's
with it,
he's
right?
moved a couple of times though.
No, yeah,
Where are
I'm-
you from
yeah.
originally?
I'm originally from the Valley. I'm from Brownsville, Texas.
Okay, órale.
Por una F6, yes,
I don't know what that means.
Shit.
Okay. bueno, bye.
I pitch it for
What? What?
That wasn't me.
Who farted?
That's another Ryan. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
you heard. Put on FF6. No, but no, wait. I'm excited. Obviously, there's always the bit of fear, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's something I've never done before.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to.
For a new chapter.
Exactly, and I feel like now after like living in Corpus Christi for what like almost 9 years.
Oh yeah.
Damn, no shit. You've been here 9 years?
I've been here like 8.
Wow. Way to go, Joe
Are
Cat.
you gonna drive?
I don't know why I always bring up Joe Cat. Like,
Do you
way
want
to
us to
go.
all stand like
Au
on
revoir,
SPID
Pee-wee.
at the San Antonio exit?
I
Wave
said
at
it.
you.
It hurt.
In the
Everybody
middle,
on the
the
back.
median, the little fork in the road.
You draw a
Bye,
banner.
vato. See you later. Where's your favorite place that you lived?
Here.
Good.
Aww.
I feel like,
Good answer.
I feel like I've done a lot of like my own personal like development, like me as
Love
as an
that.
adult and a person.
Can I ask how old you are?
Yes, you can.
How old are you?
You can also guess.
27.
She asked permission and then
I
actually
turn
asked.
27 this November.
What? What's your birthday?
November 6th.
Okay, October 1st. Are you Libra?
I'm a
No.
Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay.
Oh, shit.
My partner's Libra.
Okay.
October 15th.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Where's I don't know the moon? I have to ask Jocelyn on that.
It's like
She
What does that
goes
mean?
like you're like
I'm
on
always-
the Aries cusp of the wind and wave series
Wind and
of
wave
the
Corpus.
ocean. Yeah, it's weird how you determine that, but that's really cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Congratulations. I'm excited for you.
Hello. Thank you.
Fun fact, I've never left Corpus, not once for very long.
Really?
I've never moved out of Corpus.
Same. Well,
Ever?
well, I
you've,
lived
like,
in.
toured.
I went to boarding school in Harlingen. but
How long was
doesn't-
that?
2 years, and then I lived
Was
in
that by
Houston for a
choice,
year.
or-
No,
Naughty boy.
I lived in Houston for a while. I lived in Miami for a while.
Yeah.
I think both of those places
fun.
really count.
But it's
counts
only
as
a
moving.
year. I don't think
That
a year
definitely counts.
A lot
I
of it
literally
happens a
never
year.
went anywhere outside of town for like more than a few days,
Damn.
besides LA when
Yeah.
the boy stuff happened. But that was it.
You should we move?
It's too late now.
Is it?
I can't go anywhere. I'm a
Why?
mom. I got mom stuff.
You
to
can't
do.
take your family?
No,
Yeah.
I gotta share my stepson
I think you could.
I
I'm
mean-
thinking all of y'all could collectively.
at some point.
Everybody
You know.
later in life.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
We
involved.
talk about like retiring somewhere cool or like that.
You
kind
know,
of thing.
I can't like I can't get that. I can't get there. You know what I mean?
So
Like
you
I
can't.
always I
You're
still
literally
feel like
stuck here.
I still feel like I want to leave. Like I want to move somewhere.
It's pretty sucky.
You know what I mean? It is pretty sucky. Like I feel like I am trapped in the studio and I can't get out.
You are.
And nobody will let me leave.
Dude, come with me.
I want to.
I could put my.
I just
could
wanna
put you in
start
my
all over
briefcase.
You can start working at the Texas Ski Ranch part
Dude,
You can be their DJ.
I would love that.
Hopefully,
That'd be
one of them
awesome.
chimes in and pays us
Some of
for
these-
this free
some-
advertisement.
Someday I'll move.
I'll look
We'll
for
see.
open
Maybe.
spaces for another studio in somewhere.
Just like look for an apartment next to
Yeah,
yours.
Yeah.
Part
And
two.
I'll be like, it's Dusty's apartment right here.
Neighbors.
I live there.
yeah, dude. No, let's just fuck it. Let's just get a bunk bed.
it can be like produce, but with the two.
But it's like a poop
Hey.
emoji.
Yeah.
No.
No. That's even better.
Okay.
I love that.
All
We're
right,
on to
all right,
something.
all
Look, we
right,
can't
all
share all our business ideas live on this
right,
podcast.
you're right,
This is
you're
so
right.
dumb of us.
People are gonna
They're
rip it
gonna
off.
take all of our ideas.
People are definitely
Shark
gonna
Tank,
rip
fuck off.
Yeah.
it off. Can we talk about one thing?
Yeah, let's.
R.I.P. Paul Rubin.
R.I.P. Paul Rubin.
Oh, is
Well,
that,
did you like it, Pee Wee? Pee Wee Herman?
You actually, when I was walking out of the door earlier, laughed a little bit like him, and it
Me?
made me think, yeah, you're like, ha, or something. That's
Pee
not
Wee
how
was
he
like
laughs.
a big part of my life.
That was
So it
our
is.
first word on the street. Do you want to jump into that right now?
Let's
is
jump
that?
into word on the street.
Ooh, what is word on
Well,
the street?
why don't we go ahead and explain word on the street to Clarissa?
Okay,
On the street.
Chris, this better be
I'm
good, Chris.
explaining it. Oh, okay. Word on the street is our news segment of the show. We're showing you hot topics
Ooh.
out in America today. So let's go to the first story. Kind of already spoiled it.
Damn, sorry, dog.
Paul Rubens.
Spoiled
be
it and
good,
ruined
Chris.
it.
Pee Wee
Yeah.
Herman.
Aw.
That's also not how he talks.
No, I mean, kind of.
Pee Wee.
He was a really cool dude. Like he did movies
That's
with
how
like
he laughs, right?
Cheech and Chong. He
Sorry.
did movies
That's
with
how you
Robert Rodriguez.
Wasn't he a pedophile?
No,
No,
it
false
was not
information.
true.
It's
Fake
a
news.
big
It is.
misconception.
Yes.
Oh, well then we do feel really
Yes,
bad
he got
about it.
canceled for no reason.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, but didn't he get caught at that porn theater?
It was a fucking porn theater.
porn
Aren't you
theater.
supposed
It was-
to
it-
like?
it-
isn't that what it's for?
It was a consensual environment.
That's
yeah.
different than
No.
being a pedophile.
And he's a grown man. It wasn't like there was like children around.
that's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
So the story was that he was gifted like this giant, just like archive of like old photos.
Because
from,
he
like,
collects vintage porn,
Oh.
and there was like
That's a
there was
thing, I
like
guess.
a
Sure.
magazine that had an underage person,
Oh.
which used to be like not underage, I guess.
I mean,
right?
by the time he owned it,
That's
they
what I'm
were
saying. Maybe it
underage.
wasn't
Exactly.
shoot-
But
so-
he didn't know it was there. They were just going through it, and someone found it
Yeah.
before he was able to get to it.
Gotcha.
And so he was.
But he
like-
never
and-
got charged for that.
Yeah,
I like him
Yeah.
in Mystery Men. That's a good movie.
Mystery Man's good.
I just know Pee Wee.
Man, he was great.
He was my jam.
I
back then.
haven't seen a full Pee Wee like production. I've only seen clips of like.
When will we see Pee Wee energy again?
Tim,
Is that going to be a thing?
I don't think
it's giving
anybody's
Pee
gonna
Wee
go
energy.
there. Nah,
Or
we
can
have
that
too
be
many.
confused with other things?
I don't know.
It's giving Pee Wee.
Oh,
Pee-wee.
We'll
My
find out.
my mom's parrot was named Pee Wee.
That's sweet.
Aw.
What's with Mexican moms and parrots?
I don't know, man.
My
but
mom didn't have
Mexican-
one.
Now
but
I
my
have a
grandma- You do.
I do have one.
You're a Mexican mom.
I am now a Mexican
You
mom.
are a Mexican mom. I was going to say.
Science.
If you were a better beard ally, we would.
Science. You know what I'm saying? Blow. He was on a bunch of Robert Rodriguez movies as well.
Which ones?
It's really.
He was on Once Upon a Time in
Mexico?
yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm so
and then
bad
he
at
was
that
like
game.
also in all the Cheech and Chong movies, right?
No
pretty
way.
much.
Really?
Yes,
He
was the guy like
suck at like TV buff stuff.
he played the same character on at the end of his movie, at the end of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He played a character that was just like the character on Cheech and Chong. Am I wrong about this?
Andrew can confirm
Right?
or deny
Yeah, like
that.
he was a stewardess or something.
Andrew's like a human fact checker. He's
Yeah.
human gloogle or whatever you called
Gloogle.
it.
Gloogles.
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 He debuted that character on Cheech and Chong.
Right. Right. With a deep voice. Yeah. I watched like a whole documentary about him last night. He
70
was cool.
though, that's like a good stretch. How would y'all feel about dying at 70?
Nah, man. He was.
Well, I think
mean,
about death a
he's all
lot. So
Me too.
How would
It's
I
scary.
feel? How would I feel?
70. You're 27 almost?
Yeah, I would prefer to die at 70 than now.
Well, for sure. I back you up on that.
Pee-wee was not problematic. Pink Plantain. He was not.
Did you hear about like the note
was
he
false.
left after he passed away?
No.
It was an apology.
After he passed away, he wrote a note?
Well, no.
He was like, "Guess
It-
what,
it- it
guys?
was-
Hold
it
up,
was
I have
like-
something to
I
say.
think like in the final days
Yeah.
of he wrote an apology to his fans because he died of cancer. And he was like, apology to my fans for not letting anyone know what was going on these past 6 years.
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. So
yeah,
nobody
yeah, and it was very nice, very touching.
That's tough, man. When you're in the public eye and you're going through stuff like that, like deciding whether or not to share. I'm the type that shares like too much with everybody, but deciding, when you're going through a big life thing like that, like how do you keep it? Do you keep it private?
Yeah.
Your fans feel like you're their family, so
Yeah.
do you owe it to them?
That's
You
a good
know?
question. How do you feel
Yeah.
about that?
Was there a reaction to that?
I feel like you're owed that better privacy, however you want, or like that information, like however you want to spend it, whether it be
Yeah.
with your family or if you feel like your fans or the audiences are your family. I feel like it's totally up to you.
Yeah,
and I feel like
people
anyone
just
who
need to
gets upset at
respect
that, exactly.
Well, with like social media, it's like people separate and they put out this like PSA and it's just like some influencer and they're like, just so everybody knows, my partner and I decided to take a step
Yeah.
away from each other, and it's like, who cares? But people do. People get really invested
Yeah,
because
they
of
do,
social
yeah.
media. So that's a whole other
It's wild.
topic.
For sure,
But
for sure.
Pee Wee Herman,
It's wild. It's wild.
I was
He'll
reading
be
some.
missed.
I was reading some testimonials last night about Paul Rubin and how this one person was. He was a PA for Jimmy Kimmel, and he was in charge of just the green room and the talent. I was like, if they needed a sandwich or food, any requests for water, and how I guess like they both just hit it off very well. And so after the show, Paul Rubin was like, hey, would you want to come to my house and get lunch sometime? And how like he said, yeah, fuck it. So like he gave him his number, and then like one afternoon he went over. He said hi. He gave him a tour of his house, made him a sandwich, and then said goodbye. And like there was nothing like he didn't do anything funny. He liked making friends throughout his life.
how would you feel if he invited you to do that? I was like, hey,
Hey, you want to come to my house sometime and have a sandwich?
That'd be fucking badass.
That'd be
I'd be like, hell yeah.
you're in.
Like that's
Man.
I mean, as a
that's
female, obviously, I'd be like,
that's a core memory. That's something you make a short film out of. Like that's just that's great. What a
or
great
at least
memory.
a TikTok, right?
Or at least a TikTok. At least a reel.
Everything's a TikTok.
I could make a Vine or two out of that. Yeah.
Vines. Oh, don't take me back to Vines, bro. All right.
Barbenheimer.
Nice.
93
Are we
million,
gonna-
46 million. Did y'all see either one of these?
I saw both of them.
Oh wait,
What'd you
wait.
think?
Are you gonna read
moving
it,
on?
Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Earth to Chris.
Come on.
Welcome to the show.
kind of already
better be good.
communicated
I know.
everything.
I like, and I kind of like said like the first couple of words. I was on. Better be good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Barbie and Oppenheimer continue box office domination with a huge 93 million and 46 million second weekends for both. It is over exceeding all projections that people
Great.
are expecting for both these movies.
It would have
Now-
been pretty shitty if like a movie would have came out at the same time as Barbie and it would have sucked. But
Well,
that's a good
wasn't
movie.
it like their Mission Impossible or something that did release the same weekend? Like, no one's talking about it.
Oh, it was the
What?
weekend before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It was
it's
a
not that
really bad move by
Mission Impossible.
And they plan that, right? Like, you know what else? Like, if
Yeah.
there's a calendar,
Yeah.
a general that everybody looks
The
at.
all the directors have like a message board.
Yeah, they have like
Facebook
a
group.
OneDrive calendar.
They're all on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Outlook.
Oppenheimer was slated by Universal for a couple years now, and then Warner Brothers decided to put Barbie on the same day. And whenever studios usually do that, they're kind of bullying the other film out of that release time to scare them to be like, "Don't, we're gonna take all your money." But both of them stayed true, and they both are making so much money.
Yeah.
And
Because people want to go to the movies,
They're
man.
both also like great sports before the movies came out. Like, you
Yeah.
know how like Greta Gerwig and Christopher Nolan, they like took pictures with the other like tickets.
Oh.
Or was that Tom Cruise, not Christopher Nolan?
No,
didn't
not
see it.
Nolan.
Okay.
Nolan wasn't a fan of.
That's right. he
Well, like,
wasn't
it's
a
not
fan.
common for different groups to like support each other and kind of unite, right?
Humans.
To promote things, but it just kind of worked out that way, and it worked out
Human
for both
nature.
of them.
Oh, yeah.
So you saw both. Dusty, have you seen either one?
I haven't seen either of them.
Me
no.
neither yet, because kids.
Same.
What'd you think?
I
my
was
damn parent.
My damn cat.
I was very impressed by both movies.
Yeah?
Like they both exceeded my expectations, and there's things from both of them that I just like. I would watch both of them again in theaters.
Cool.
I,
All right.
I highly recommend people watch Oppenheimer in theater. For one, IMAX is amazing, but also just the sound, because it's about the bomb, and just the sound design they do like for that entire sequence, and like there's always music because it's a heavy dialogue film, so it's just always music to kind of like carry all of that
Cool.
going on. It's just it's great,
Love
especially
that.
if you're into history or just sound
Did you
design.
cry?
I cried in both movies. Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Right on. I heard that Barbie's like an emotional roller coaster. It's like an episode of This Is Us.
Barbie's a great existential movie. So is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is more of a character study, but I was in love with everything that happened in both movies.
That's awesome. I still
I'm gonna
want to go
miss
see
this.
them.
I think Oppenheimer is like sold out in LA till like late this month.
What
Really?
about the
Yeah.
Sound of Freedom? Are we gonna go there?
Do we want to go there?
We don't have to.
What is that?
But you didn't hear all the controversy about
Political.
those the child trafficking, right?
Oh, it's a movie about trafficking, right? And
Yeah,
nobody's
but
talking about it?
supposedly people are like, I wanted to buy
Nobody's talking
tickets, and
about
it
it.
said they were sold out, and then I showed up, and nobody was in the theaters.
I-
Like, super
Oh.
weird.
Somebody who worked in the theater like saw like who bought all the tickets, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like the production company that made the movie because they expected that maybe not a lot of people are going to get into it. But what if you buy all the tickets so that way people believe that this is the big movie that everyone's not like if that everyone's missing out on? Why aren't they marketing it so that everyone could just QAnon think it's a
Yeah.
conspiracy theory?
Very
Chris, what's
interesting.
what's your
That's like
take
me
on
buying
this,
my
Chris?
own album. I just listen to my songs on repeat.
So basically, the tactic that the studio used is they told people you can buy a ticket for people that aren't able to afford to watch this movie, which was like a tactic to get more ticket sales.
Interesting.
I actually saw
Nice.
that promoted.
I like that. It's like
I-
a GoFundMe
Yeah.
for
I,
movies.
I saw that promoted more than the actual movie.
Interesting.
And basically, people were walking in like, "Why wasn't there any tickets?" And it's like, well, they did the buy the ticket purchase thing, which was like made by the studio. Not a lot of movies do that, but they did it for that one. And then the fans of Sound of Freedom kind of turned it into like these theaters do not want us to see the
Controversy or
movie, and it's like,
conspiracy.
no, the studio that did this actually created this.
Interesting.
So.
And I have seen like on my Instagram stories, you know how the ads pop up and
Yeah.
it's like watch Oppenheimer or not Sound of Freedom for free, and I was like, oh, I love something free. I didn't sign up.
And they're like,
But,
give me your
like,
email
this
address.
This is a
And
trick.
then I remember someone like I think after they saw Sound of Freedom, they like I think stuck by like the hallway like outside of the movie theater, and ever since COVID, the way they sanitize theaters, it's with like the big spray. It's like just sanitize it, and then someone took a video being like they're trying to like sedate us. Like, this is what the deep state is doing, and everyone's like, get
That's
fuck
awesome.
off, dude.
I love
Oh
it.
my God. We're all just triggered all the time, 24/7.
I love it.
So that's
Let's go ahead and move into the next story. Erica Badu seemingly calls out Beyonce for copying her style.
She does
Oh.
look
Says, I
very
guess
much
I'm
like
everyone's
Beyonce.
stylist.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't hear about this.
come on.
I think I need a cup of tea. That's her, right?
Yeah.
The world keeps turning.
Yes.
That's not Beyonce at all.
nope.
That was a nice run.
What did she
a good
wear
Pharrell
that
hat.
she's saying that?
I think
about?
Pharrell is taking her style.
That's an
I mean-
Oppenheimer hat.
Yeah. And the jacket's giving like, I don't know.
Do you know? Do you have any references there? And
Yeah,
have
it was just
pictures?
that it was both big hat queens.
oh,
These were that really giant hat.
it's big hat season though.
Big
you know?
hat.
Please.
I would say
Big
even
hat
closer to the movie Holy Mountain. It looks like the Holy Mountain hats that they wore. And not the one that she's wearing. It's just like black and like taller, like a top hat. And she said like she's stealing my style, and then that she's been stealing her style for a while.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
It's always
sometimes,
Texas
like,
people
is
fighting.
she relevant right now, Erica? Maybe she just needs like the clout. Like
Maybe. I mean, she's been in
did I
the.
use
She's
that
been
word
in the.
right. I don't know what
Yeah.
clout means.
I
but
feel like
think
this is a. She's
No, you
been
used it
in.
right.
I did?
Used for
Okay.
similar
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
accusations.
Yeah.
That she
She
claims
doesn't. She's
herself.
not scared to run her mouth. No, she's from Dallas,
Oh well, that explains it.
and,
And Beyonce's from Houston.
and Beyonce's from Houston.
So
Got that Texas beef.
Yeah,
Texas
I don't like
brisket.
that. I wish that we can we all just get along.
brisket.
Wow.
You got brisket.
All right, next.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that hat. I wish I could wear those big
I
ass
like
hats.
the hat. You could. You
I wish I
should.
could. My head's too big. It just doesn't fit.
You just gotta buy
Yo.
your size.
Non-human beings recovered from crashes.
Boring. I'm just kidding.
Whistleblower says under oath.
I
Yo.
love it.
So I think ever since I think it was this past.
Tom was right.
I think it was this past December where NASA was like confirming that UFOs existed
Yeah,
and
and
they've had
nobody
encounters.
even cared.
And I feel like people are like, whoa, it's happening, and then this happens, and I feel like people are reacting very like, no, yeah, we know, we want to see the evidence, or like we want to see.
Sure.
Yeah, okay,
like, that's
okay.
cool that you finally
Make it
admit it. We
logical.
knew that.
Yeah.
I just feel like the rest of the world is crumbling down so
Yeah, everybody's just like, who
terribly
cares?
that it's like, how about we just worry about ourselves? Like, obviously they don't want to hang out with us because we suck. So
Yeah.
It's like the Mars conversation where people are like, "Would you move to Mars?" And it's like, dude, like Earth is crazy. Like, why is that even a conversation? Fix this, what we're doing right
Yeah.
now. It's like one of
and
those
how could you trust
situations.
that it would start off cool at Mars? Like it would automatically start off.
It would
with, like,
be
all
rough.
these terrible. We're not in a good place, America.
America.
America, listen up.
It's
We
just
got
one
a
of
lot
those-
of brisket we've got to work on.
I picked up the trash this morning from the sidewalk.
That's really.
sorry.
If everyone
humanitarian of
can
you.
do that
You're a
once a
hero.
day,
once a
you'll
day,
be a hero like me. Next time I'll film myself
Maya, can you hit us with the
so
inspiration?
it can be
And
real.
if you give a sandwich to a bum,
Yes.
20 points.
Way to call them bums, but all
I
right.
fed the cat.
Is there a better word? One of my friends
Transients.
calls them the homeless.
The homeless?
Just
Wow.
the homeless.
The homeless. That is a good one.
I fed the cats today.
The
That's a
cats,
beautiful
we
thing.
feed the cats here.
The
That's
feral
great.
cats, or is
Yes.
that also
My
inappropriate?
brother.
Will feral cats.
My brothers.
Yes, the stepbrothers. Brother fuckers.
Perfectly on cue. I
Island
love it.
boys.
All right, next one. Wait, hold on. Well, so nobody
UFOs.
cares, right?
Okay, no, I mean, like,
Yeah,
okay,
see? Like,
let's
this is
be
what
real. This is a good topic.
exactly what we're talking about.
What
no
do we
one
do?
cares.
Legit.
Y'all are going over it so fast.
Okay.
Yeah, like nobody cares.
Aliens. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think an alien looks like? The cliche that we've seen with like the weird, like guitar pick looking head. And
What
the
if
big
they're
eyes.
just human beings?
They're just
Like,
Gary
what if they're
There's
just
no chance. There's
Why?
gotta be some other
Why?
biological stuff happening somewhere
what
else.
if they're
that
just
like,
human beings with
squishy.
6 hands,
What if
6 fingers?
What if it's just a little guy?
What if they look like Flubber? Remember
Flubber.
that movie with Robin Williams?
What if it's just a
With
little
the-
guy?
the little
Just
like
a little white hello, dude.
Yeah.
Hello, mini guy.
Give it up
in
for
a
Blobby.
big spaceship.
Yeah, just a little dude.
flobbers.
Little guy.
Just a little dude. Just a little guy.
What if they're just like little furry? Like, what if they're cute AF and like they
It's
just
quite
come
a
there,
possibility.
We come in peace.
What if they're
that's
like
what-
xenomorphs?
Yeah, like
What if they just
that.
look like capybaras?
Or like the
Dude,
cute.
what if they are?
Like
And
a what?
social media has been training us
A
to
what, a
accept
what?
them. Capybaras, like those
Capybara?
little,
Capybara?
those little
Here,
animals.
I got you.
Okay,
They
thank
take
you.
baths.
I appreciate you. I'm super
Take
out
the
of the
cute
loop.
baths.
They're pretty great.
See,
Pretty great.
social media things.
That would be cute.
Those things were invented on fucking Instagram, bro. Those like didn't even exist before Instagram happened. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna bring up another topic, but I don't know if it's in the story, so I'll leave
Wait,
it out.
It's all right.
Real
Whoa.
fast, want to flex it? Andrea had a birthday cake that had 3 capybaras on it.
That's
I remember
beautiful.
that. That's
It was
Like
beautiful.
sculpted out of edible
Like out of
sugar.
fondant? Yeah.
Fondant.
actual
That's fantastic.
3 capybaras taking a bath on top of her birthday cake.
That's
no one can eat it, but it
that
was great.
sounds expensive. It's a hard
A
craft.
hot bath. They got those hot baths. Those are so good.
What is the first thing you would say to an alien if you met it? Like an
like,
alien
"What's up?"
besides Andrew walks in right
What's up?
now.
I would
I-
show it Pop Rocks like immediately.
I'd be like, bro, check this shit out.
Bro, I gotta show you something.
I can't remember what the theory is called, but there's a theory where it's like, what if the first contact we make with aliens they think is an act of war? Like, what if us saying we come in peace, they take
Papa
as
Oh, dude,
So
chill.
no, but like no, they
We come
take-
in beef,
No,
and they're like, what?
How they take it as like, so you're capable of war, and they take that as a threat.
Whoa.
That's
That's
way
deep, bro.
too deep
like
for
Monsters
me.
vs. Aliens.
Exactly like Monsters vs. Aliens.
DreamWorks Monsters vs. Aliens.
Is that what they did on there?
Well, they
remember
try to
that part.
communicate with 80s music, and then they were like, this music's terrible, this is an act of war.
The president comes out with a
Yes, that's such a good movie. I love kid
remember that.
movies.
Stephen
man.
Colbert
That's
plays the
jam.
president.
Wasn't that movie rated R?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Hugh,
just kidding.
Hugh Laurie plays a
Rated
roach.
R.
Arg.
I love that
Arg.
movie.
Arg.
That's good.
All right, next. Sorry, we tried to stretch it
We
out.
try to stretch it
We
out.
tried to
but
do
We
it,
can
guys.
stretch. I'm the stretch queen.
Taco Bell hit with $5 million class action suit from man displeased with the amount of ingredients in Mexican pizza.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be about the Crunchwrap lawsuit.
Well, I mean, come on. We can talk about both. Why not?
Damn.
What world are we living in?
I
A
know.
class act, doesn't that mean that there's like a bunch of people in it?
Yeah.
So everybody's upset with the
Everybody's like,
Mexican
dude,
pizza.
they've been.
Are we really like?
Yeah.
I want a
We're
piece
really
of that pizza
stretching
pie
that
out of
far.
5 million.
Obviously. Obvious.
Obviously.
Do we know the story on this?
What is your Taco Bell order?
It's quite straightforward.
I got a number 6.
I don't even know what is that.
It's the supreme chicken chalupa with an extra
Number
crunchy
6,
taco.
like she knew
With
the
the I know. I'm like, oh, yeah.
gotta know. She's all, ooh, that's one of my
hard.
favorites. That's one of my favorites.
It's actually tattooed on my forearm. The
I could-
entire
I got that
Taco
mango
Bell
tea
menu.
I couldn't resist. I have the mild sauce right here.
Mild. That's your jam. The
Right here.
mild. So you don't do hot Diablo.
No.
Just mild. Okay. Dusty.
I don't really get Taco Bell that much.
When you do.
But
when you're
I like
hammered,
it.
hammered,
I do.
and you're
I
on
do.
the south
When you
side.
do, what do you get?
I really just love crispy tacos.
Crunchy tacos are good.
Crunchy tacos.
Whatever. I don't care how you say it.
Whatever.
I wasn't woke about crispy or crunchy tacos until probably I met my husband.
Wait. Are you talking about like the fried
Just
tacos?
a regular crunchy taco, yeah. Because my parents made them, but they would do like they were in so much grease that they were still kind of like
They were like the
Crunchy
they're not
/ greasy.
They use like the red sauce too, or no?
my parents
Yeah.
or Taco Bell.
Your parents.
No, it's just like straight up oil.
Well,
and then
that's a
you'd, like,
different
shape
style.
It. You'd like
though.
lay
It's
it on
like kind
the
of
thing.
soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
that was
different,
a taco to me, like a crunchy taco. And so I never ordered them. I was all about like the bean burrito when I was a kid. And then I got somebody turned me on to the steak nacho cheese chalupa. Have y'all ever had that?
Ooh,
Tell us
no.
more. Tell us more.
No.
This is getting serious, guys.
Don't
This
ask
is
me.
what Dusty
This-
Crates is
this
all
is
about.
what it's all
This is what Dusty Crates
You
is.
start slapping the TV behind you.
Don't
How about
even
this?
ask me what the shell is because it's not corn and it's not flour, but it's like a soft pita textured creation.
Yours?
It's the chalupa.
The one over there?
No, the one at Taco Bell.
The fluffy thing.
No, it's
It's
a thick,
fluffy.
Yeah.
It's a thick flour tortilla that's fried.
That's what he said. It's a thick flour tortilla that's fried, and then it comes with the chopped steak. And you actually, it's not on the menu anymore. So if you're gonna order a steak nacho cheese chalupa, get it without the sour cream. But it's so good. So that's what I order. And then since I met my husband, I started ordering the crunchy tacos. So now my jam is like crunchy tacos and what did I get the other day? He just got me some random burrito that had like a little bit of everything, but with some crunchy chips in there. That was it.
Ooh, have you had the grilled cheese
That was
burrito?
it. Is that it? That's
It's
all
a-
that's in there? Cheese?
No, like it's a steak burrito with like everything in it, but on the top it's like melted cheese on top.
Wow, that sounds.
I
really
like
good.
simple ingredients. Like I like things like just the
Just, like,
crispy taco,
one or two or three
cheese,
things,
lettuce.
What's your
Yeah.
spicy level?
I'll take I'll go all the way in.
Diablo.
Whatever.
What,
Tons
you
of
don't
it.
even know what it is.
I don't even know what it's called, but whatever it is, I want it.
Same. That's
gonna
me.
say-
When it comes to
If
spice,
it's hot,
that's
yeah,
100%
I'll
you and
try
me.
it. Yeah.
You know what? We should have planned this out and
The
done
hot
like a
sauce
hot
thing.
one.
I totally forgot that you were like-
Next time.
Next
because
time.
I'm like next level spice too. We could be all
Dude,
I'll come into
Chris
town.
Bettis like
Yes,
was
him too.
insane on. He knew every hot sauce,
Yeah.
what it was, and there was one that we got that was like this like little like
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 sample.
like no like it was like a little designer looking one.
Oh, the truffle.
And he
one.
knew.
Yeah, and then he was all he looked at it at the sauce, not the fucking thing, and he goes, "This is like some little hipster sauce. I can already tell you what this is like."
I
can
I was
already
like,
tell you.
"Dude, how the
Dude,
fuck?"
yeah.
And
I
he-
actually we brought him on the show, and part of our interview was like kind of a rip off of the hot ones thing. So we did like ghetto cold chalupas. I'm sorry, quesadillas, and I just brought all my hot sauces from home that are definitely expired because who eats
He's
those
like,
hot
"This one's
sauces that
expired."
often? Yeah. But no, I
this
mean
one's
he could
expired.
handle it. Both of us were like the whole
Nice.
time, but we need to do that next time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So
I was
yeah.
also gonna say I feel like Taco Bell made a lot of people sour cream believers.
Yeah.
I'm okay with like when they accidentally put it on, it's not a problem. I'm
'Cause-
definitely not going to file a class action.
I just
suit
don't
against
order
them for it.
There
But
was,
I'm not a
like-
sour cream.
When I was
person
younger,
either.
I was like, "This is a really weird thing to do," and I thought it was yogurt at first. And I took a bite, and I was like, "There's no other way to eat Mexican food now."
He's like, "This doesn't have granola."
I'm still not on the sour.
Where's the mixed berries?
Excuse me, is this
Can I
organic?
get a parfait taco?
Did you know Taco Bell is one of like the healthiest fast foods that you can get though because the
Really?
ingredients are so
The
straightforward.
margin
like,
ain't big.
Yeah, like I mean, you got beans, you
got
got
beef.
rice, you got lettuce and tomato. I
Those-
mean,
You got beans.
it's
diced
basically
onions.
a salad inside a tortilla.
That's
So
true.
if you're tracking your macros, Taco Bell is where it's at. But I feel bad for them. I hope that they don't like actually have to pay.
Who would want to
that.
mess with Taco Bell, bro?
Leave them alone.
They're-
Like,
they're
everybody
open
just
late.
Needs to like stay in their lane.
They're
Worry
open
about
late.
the aliens.
You know what I'm saying?
If you could show the aliens one fast food
Ooh.
on their first visit, what would you show them? Only fast food.
Confuse the fuck out of them and show them Five Guys.
I still haven't been there.
Because they're like, it's a burger. Where's the people?
Nice.
Did you steal that from a comedian?
No, I just try really hard.
That was
He is a
good.
comedian.
It was
Doesn't-
good.
it
I like
fails.
it. I like it. You're like
Thank
Andrew's
you.
good at that too. Dus, what was fast food?
Maybe Taco Bell. I mean, that's not gonna. It's
like
not very.
here's
messy.
my culture.
Here's
Let
not very
me show you
messy.
the food of my people.
Yeah, for sure.
This is called a quesadilla.
For a bunch of Mexicans, we're all talking about
Take them to
Taco
Wiener-
Bell.
take-
Andrew, I
Way
wanna-
too much.
Andrew, what would you introduce to the aliens? What fast food?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel is
Dude.
highly slept on.
Probably Whataburger.
Whatabigs. You know what I
Whataburgers.
would show them? Schlotzky's.
Schlotzky's is fucking
That is
good.
a mouthful of flavor.
Okay, wait. Is that fast food?
Yep.
You should.
Is it in the same category as
It is.
McDonald's?
It's got a
Is it in
drive-thru.
the same
Yep.
category as
I mean,
McDonald's?
It is.
You know what? That's actually fair.
looks like a burger.
I think a drive-through really makes fast food fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
fast
exactly
food is,
it.
But like,
is
but
junk
they don't
though.
have a. Wait, does Schlotzsky's have a? They do
Yes.
have a drive-through.
Homie, it's right down the street from my house.
Because Subway's also fast
Don't
food,
get
but
me
they don't
like
have a drive-through.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So there can be healthier
yeah, it's on
fast food.
Saratoga.
I've seen a Subway with a drive-through.
There's a bunch
No.
of them.
Yeah, there is. There's a
Little
drive-through
Caesars
Subway
is
right here
also-
downtown, my
Bro.
G.
That has a drive-through?
There's a
Yes.
Subway downtown? Oh,
Yes.
yes, there is.
There's
Over
two
by
of them.
America.
Wait, actually, can
let's
I?
say American
Do
Eagle.
you mind if I chime
Chime in here, bub.
Somebody get me a
Okay.
beer.
Hey, Chris, what would you show the aliens?
I would.
This better be good.
I would either show them the Spider-Verse burger with the red bun.
From where? What's that?
From Burger King.
Do
or-
people still eat
You're
a
gonna
Burger
take
King?
them to Burger King.
Yeah,
For
no,
real?
Yeah,
it got
or-
better.
or-
Yeah.
This one?
Okay,
It's actually good.
the really
good.
the
Hamburger.
KFC Double Down.
What?
It was 2 chicken patties with bacon and cheese in the
Hey.
middle, and they're gonna be like,
Hey.
"Well, my cholesterol."
All serious.
Hold on.
Hey.
Because KFC is like where it's at. You're not lying. It's called the what? I need to try that.
The KFC Double Down, or we give them
Gross.
Popeyes biscuits and watch them die right in front of
Oh,
us.
Because
yeah.
Popeyes
No water?
doesn't do gravy anymore. Did y'all know that?
What? It's
As
over?
far as I know, during
End
the
of an era.
pandemic, they're like, we don't do. I was like, can I pay
No.
extra? She's
Wait,
like, we
where?
legit don't have gravy here.
Wow.
Popeyes.
End of an
no,
era.
The chicken's different at Popeyes. Is it just me?
I like
I
the
feel like it's not-
spicy.
it's not
The
same
spicy
chicken.
chicken is.
Nothing's the same as it used to be, and then it's 10 times more expensive too. It's whack.
I had churches yesterday,
America.
and
Was
they
it
gave
good?
us gravy without us even asking.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not-
no,
beautiful.
that
That's
is what I'm
standard.
talking about.
It's standard.
That's America.
That's good.
That is the
mac-
American
that's
dream.
good
The mac
shit.
and cheese from churches.
So my
Delicious.
family on both sides is really into KFC, and it's the Fiesta or the Famous Bowl or something, and it's got like nuggets and mashed potatoes and corn
Damn.
and gravy. It's like a stoner's paradise. And then they have a pot pie. And
pot
that's what
pies are-
my mom
yeah,
brings
yeah.
us all the time. She's like, I brought a pot pie for Olivia. She likes it a lot.
Ah.
She doesn't talk like that. A pot pie from KFC.
We're giving
Yeah.
a lot of airtime to
High
KFC
demand.
right
I
now.
know.
We sure it's your
KFC
fault.
I
Need
know,
to give us
you're
some
not
money.
wrong.
I just want
Cash
to try
that
whatever
check.
you're
I
talking
know.
about.
Getting
Sounds
sponsored
good.
by the big Colonel over here.
Yeah.
Colonel.
All right, let's go to the next story. Ariana Grande's alleged boyfriend files for divorce. Wife reportedly feels he abandoned family. Do y'all know
She's
anything about
not
this story?
dating that guy. There's no way.
They,
Who is that?
They met on the set of Wicked. They're both Broadway performers, and he was SpongeBob on Broadway.
Wait,
He's SpongeBob in real life.
Who? Ariana Grande?
Is that mean? That is mean. that was rude.
they're
of me to
making
say.
they're making a Wicked movie, and they met on the set of that movie, like the Wicked Broadway show.
She's in-
I know, but she's on that movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought
So,
you were
yeah.
saying his wife.
Oh no. They're both in the movie, and that's where they met.
So
But
on-
he's married.
Was
well, they I guess
So
they're
she-
still
She
officially
is married?
No, yeah.
To who?
Well, she
you.
just got a divorce.
she's got a divorce.
Some dude.
Some dude.
Oh man, like wow, I'm
She's
really
just-
in a cave.
He's
of
all, yo,
life.
No,
Motherhood.
wifey,
No, it was
I
just
gotta
that
go.
fast.
I'm sorry. Ariana Grande called me.
Yeah, the scene.
He
is
just shit
really
canned his
quick.
wife quick.
She was like,
She was just singing about all the other guys, upset, and
Well, now she's gonna be singing about homie,
Thank you,
pasty,
next.
she sure will.
pasty guy.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
like, you're
His
so
name-
see through.
His name is Ethan Slater.
He looks like an Ethan, honestly.
He does look like
No
an
offense, Weasel.
He looks like SpongeBob.
Or like an Easton.
Easton.
I'm ready for divorce.
I don't know anything about. I don't pay a lot of attention to her. I appreciate her vocal range.
I really like Ariana
Honestly,
Grande.
true.
She's
Sort
very.
of.
She's super talented. I just don't like.
I like the other one better though.
which one?
The other one, Becky
The
G.
other Ariana? Oh, I was like the others are.
The other Ariana Grande.
Right.
I like Becky G.
Next
Camilo
story.
says dirty rice from Popeyes is over the counter milanta. Dirty rice from Popeyes.
Milanta? Is
I think
there
he,
like a secret code, or is she
it's
saying
a-
Mylanta?
some kind of shit
Or
from.
he's going like my Atlanta.
Oh,
New-
like Mylanta. That,
yeah,
does
yeah.
Mylanta make you
I just
go to
spelled
the
it wrong.
restroom?
I just yeah.
I can't see these comments. Am I missing it?
Or no.
Okay.
Camilo,
Schlott's has
it's
a
probably
drive-thru.
something
Yes,
they
it
say
does.
in
It's so
New
good.
Mexico for sure. He's
Okay.
like, dirty
Man.
rice from Popeyes is over the counter milanta.
Dirty rice, baby.
Or nah. CQ the drummer might make an appearance in Corpus this weekend, y'all. Just so you know.
Who?
CQ, Camilo.
When?
What?
Possible Friday. Supposedly he's gonna DJ at the bar. I don't know if that's true or
I
not.
need to get in on this stream.
Andrew's ready to set up outside and play.
Wait. So he's gonna DJ at the bar or nah?
That's or nah night Saturday or nah
Or nah night.
That's what we should call it. There we go. That's
Camilo, I love you
You
so
want
much,
this?
but we also love doing impersonations.
Yes.
You're such a cool guy.
All right, go ahead, Chris. Sorry about
Next
this.
story. Woman says she was targeted with a $50,000 kidnapping scam involving AI recreation of daughter's voice.
No lie, that blonde chick looks like someone I know.
That's crazy.
It ain't her, but that's trippy. This AI stuff is like a kind of like really tripping me out. I brought it up to my coworkers today. I was like, "Are y'all like really worried about our government?
I'm
just the
anti.
state of our entire country right now? AI is just."
I'm kind of welcoming it.
I'm not a fan of
Dude,
it.
if I didn't have to do the podcast,
I think
What?
I'm just joking.
If I didn't have to have actual
If
human
I didn't have to
experiences,
do anything,
What up? My name is El
this is what
Dusty.
it's all
just play the
about.
samples, y'all.
I think it's great as a tool, but I don't think that we should give it like its full like ability to, I guess, like make conscious decisions.
But we can't
Know what I mean?
limit it because no matter what, someone's going to take it to the next level. So it's like now it's here. There's no going back
No,
on
no,
that.
yeah, it's no going
I
back.
need some computer
I'm
sounds.
scared.
I'm on tour all the
I
time.
hate you.
I'm scared. Have you guys seen and heard this stuff though? Like where they're able to manipulate their voice
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the daughter. It's like, Mom,
We
what
used
are
it the
you
other day to
doing?"
like make a rap song.
That's been going on for a minute.
It's pretty crazy.
Dude, do we have more
You're
on
like,
the
we just
story?
did a track with
Yeah.
Jay-Z the other day.
Now she just doesn't have $50,000 now.
So
They said that her daughter was kidnapped and that her daughter was yelling like, "Mom, help me" in the back, but it was all AI generated.
So her daughter wasn't kidnapped?
Why didn't she
No, she
just get
wasn't.
her daughter to yell it?
The daughter
They
was not.
didn't have the
she wasn't
daughter.
kidnapped.
I know,
They-
but why didn't she just record her daughter doing it and then play it back and be like, "Look, they sent me this."
she didn't know her daughter was safe. Otherwise, she wouldn't have.
She
paid the
thought that
money.
was her daughter.
She did.
Oh,
Think that was her daughter.
I thought that she was the one who did it.
No. She was scammed into thinking her daughter was kidnapped.
That's funny. I wasn't paying attention.
That's funny.
It is. Oh wait, was the daughter kidnapped?
No,
No,
but the mom's
it's
out
a
50
trick.
grand because someone terrified her, thinking her
she's
daughter
just-
was in danger.
It's
That's her
like
own
we've been
fault.
trying to contact you about your insurance policy.
I get it now. I'm getting old. It happens.
Well, you know,
You know,
Barbara
I forget
Streisand.
stuff. Go ahead.
Next story: Florida Chipotle goes viral after numerous Yelp reviews claim employees seduced them.
Yes,
hot.
that is awesome.
It's extra.
That's why I don't go there.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah,
This is news right now.
That's what-
Andreas
What's
is pissed.
trending?
That's why I stick to Freebirds, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
There is one time that me and my husband and family were on the way to like San Antonio or something. We stopped at a Stripes and he had just gotten this new cologne. And he went inside and he came back kind of like with this really big grin on his face.
It's like, what you guys smiling like
Yeah,
that?
and I was like, what happened? He's like, the lady inside just asked like what my cologne was. And I was like, so that bitch was flirting with you or what? And I have this alter ego named Latina, which I don't do that much anymore, and people still ask for her, but it's just like a Mexican accent.
Her name's Latina?
Latina McBride. There's a whole story to it.
McBride.
McBride. But
Like Danny
yeah,
McBride.
she got very jealous, and it's funny because it's my only like semi-viral video on TikTok, but people just got a kick out of it, and people take stuff like real serious. They're like, settle down, celosa and whatever, and I was like, clearly this is a joke.
Obviously joking.
Yeah, but I love to mess with him like that. So he'll text me like a picture if he's out with the boys or whatever. Or one time he was at the beach and I like zoomed into the reflection of his sunglasses and I was like, "Who's that?" And it's just like I love doing stuff like that to him. So that was just one of the times, but it was funny. And like, sure, a psycho chick could consider that flirting, but I just thought it was a good joke opportunity.
That is awesome.
I mean, what is the definition of seducing though? Is she like guac,
So-
guac is free?
Do you have any more of the? Do you have any of the Yelp
I
reviews?
have the Yelp reviews.
Oh,
Let me read the
shit.
first one.
Oh yes.
Don't send your husbands here to pick up, in quotations, Chipotle. Next thing you know, Lucy is going to seduce them into sleeping with her.
Lucy.
Like she has with multiple married men. You have guac to be kidding me. 1 star.
Shut up. She did not put a
This
guac
is-
pun in
this
there.
Yeah, she
is-
did, and in all caps. Next one, Lucy is a pig. She slept with my husband too. They need better customer service that doesn't involve my bed. The guac sucks too.
It does.
Next story. No, hold on. Next review. Stay far away. Lucy the GM or whatever position
She keeps getting
she
moved
is
up.
in. No,
Whatever.
she likes to sleep with married men, also known as her customers. And the final one is from a guy named David. It's 5-star review and says, "Can I get Lucy's phone number? I think she's a great member of the team."
Nice. Way to go, Lucy's.
Has Chipotle made a comment on this?
Yeah, is there any
Because if
press on
not,
that?
then I feel like this might be marketing.
Right?
Very clever marketing.
No comment.
Huh.
Lucy.
Lucy. It's a conspiracy. I want to know why 2 people put guac puns in there.
It's
In their
it's
reviews.
def-
They
it's
planned it
definitely
out.
branding.
Because they were written by the
Yeah.
same person.
Everybody's gonna start
We need
going to
more on
Chipotle this
Lucy,
week.
Right?
They're like, shit, I'm trying to hook up with Lucy.
What
They're
are
gonna be
y'all?
like, "Where's Lucy?" And they're gonna be like, "Dumbass, that's in Florida."
Which location was it? Was it in Florida?
I know, but
Oh,
it's
hello, stupid. It says right there.
Yeah.
Florida Chipotle. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I mean,
Congratulations.
obviously, you catch your
praise
husband
yourself.
cheating. That's like
you get
very
pissed.
serious. You get more than pissed.
I don't think you do Chipotle puns though. While
You
it's
don't go and leave a Google review about it. You like
It happens.
murder both of them.
Uh-oh,
and call it a
uh-oh.
day.
Yeah.
All right,
All
real
right.
estate agent fined $20,000 for chugging container of milk in seller's home.
I'd be
Ooh,
pissed.
Wait, what?
He put his mouth on there.
what?
Clarissa. She's like, got some cookies.
Let them
I
cook.
don't even
cookies
like
and shit.
Let 'em
milk,
cook.
but it's different in a
It's different somewhere else.
in an open house.
Yeah,
Real estate agent fined 20,000.
dude, what is that guy's a beast?
like
if
who
he even
decides what they charge
Hold
you
on.
for
What
that?
kind
who
of fucking-
drinks milk as an
Also,
adult?
What kind of
Period.
Hey,
Oh,
My bad.
hold on.
what kind of fucking milk costs 20 grand?
Hey man,
Well, the kind is not yours.
if you put your mouth on something that you're not allowed to in my house, I'm gonna sue you 20 grand.
Ask Lucy.
Well, in that case, I'm never coming over again.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, is that the kind of milk?
that is so weird.
Hopefully, it was oat milk.
What do you mean?
I don't even know. I just don't even know how. Like I am a realtor, and I just don't know like what would possess somebody.
Also, it doesn't.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever
It doesn't
chugged at
specify that it was
someone's
the
house?
person.
Honestly, if whatever it was, I wouldn't remember it. It was just, hey, look! Oh, you know what? I do remember.
Uh-oh.
I
Here
was
it is.
in my house with my roommates, and I was at Jaeger Girl, and we had those. Remember when Jaeger bombs were a thing?
Yes.
And we made these special cups. I say we, I'm not Jaeger, but we gave them away. And there was like a special plastic cup, and it had the specific space for a shot in the middle, and then the Red Bull on the outside. So as you drank it, you were getting a little bit of both.
Like a bomb.
And I don't know what was happening, but there were 2 things that looked like Jaeger and Red Bull in our house, and it ended up being like, I don't know what was in the middle, but the outside was olive oil,
Oh shit.
and somebody drank it.
Oh shit.
It could have been me.
It could have
It's a
been
really
me.
it's a really vague memory.
It sounds
But
like
I
you
just
knew
know
exactly that it was
neither,
you.
Neither of those things equaled the Jaeger bomb, and it was an absolute disaster. And it was probably in the Revo days. Me and Andrew were talking about the Revolution days.
Andrew's all,
Andrew's like, it was me.
he's all
I
over
made
like,
the
oh
Jaeger
shit. Y'all knew about that?
Yeah, I think
It
it was.
was
I think
grease.
it was red wine in the middle, and I don't know what. Like we thought, we're just like, oh, these things are the same, and then like olive oil on the
Olive
outside.
oil.
I really don't know how it happened, but that's real. It's a
Olive
real
oil is
thing that
delicious on
happened.
salads.
You do weird stuff in your 20s, you know?
Oh yeah.
Super
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, last story.
Chris, change
hold
the
on.
subject
I wanted
quick.
to say something about that milk story real quick.
Okay.
It doesn't,
love milk.
It doesn't specify that it was a homeowner's milk. So the real estate agent could have just went in with his own milk and chugged it in the house and gotten sued.
Very
I'm
true.
pretty sure that that's not what happened.
You
though.
should
No,
contact
it
him.
literally says the seller, like the.
Real estate agent fined $20K for chugging container of milk
True.
in seller's house.
No.
I like that.
In
That's
seller's
smart.
house. Very
It
smart,
could
best
have
boy.
just been for.
Case dismissed.
Yeah.
Now that's lactose intolerant.
Hey! Man.
Last story.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
All right, so last story. Elon Musk proposes a literal dick measuring contest with Mark Zuckerberg
Goddamn.
amid Threads
This is
continuing
not what I was
success.
expecting.
So first he challenged him to a boxing match.
They're gonna they're for sure gonna box.
Yeah.
Like it's already they've gone way too far in the back and forth. Like it's gotta happen.
It's going to be real, like.
This just
real-
screams-
I just want to know if
Divorced
y'all are
man
gonna go
from
to
Elon.
the break to watch it. Is that where everybody
And break.
and break? That's
That's very strange. I
this
you
be
know,
live?
strange times we're living in now.
I'm no longer
that
entertained
these
by
guys are the head of our country, basically,
essentially yeah.
or like
That's
world,
true.
pretty
That's what I'm
much.
saying, dude. Like, what
Not
kind of
even-
world are we living in? I'm having actual anxiety about it. This isn't okay. What are we gonna do?
We're an idiocracy. It's true.
Exactly, like legit. Let's
It's
just
like
go
it
ahead
really
and put
happened.
Gatorade,
It really
Gatorade.
happened.
Gatorade.
It's what plants need.
Yeah, people don't revolutionize.
It's what plants crave. It's what
I'm just
plants crave.
worried. I'm worried, and I feel bad that I'm bringing human beings into this trippy world that we're living in.
They'll
That's
handle
just
it
where we
well.
are.
You got to teach them. Gotta teach them.
They'll
Gotta show them Jesus.
Guys, you gotta teach them.
Exactly.
Gotta teach them.
Lord, Jesus.
No,
Okay.
I miss when like the most we would make fun of a CEO was when people were like, Mark Zuckerberg's a lizard, haha, look, he's so weird, and now
He is.
this
a
man is
lizard.
just screaming divorced like man in his 50s.
Yeah, it's
it's-
wild.
Elon's a little off though, right? Like he's
Oh,
got
yeah.
some.
He has some problems.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
And then if you look at, I mean, that's Zuckerberg looks like Pee Wee Herman right there. So
Hey, don't bring Pee Wee into this.
you're right. You're right. That's not even fair. I don't even know. If you guys had to pick a team, which team would you pick? Not for the D thing, but for fight.
Team Amish off the grid.
Nope.
Team who?
Team who?
I said Team Amish. I'm off the grid.
I'm off the grid.
I want nothing to do with these two
Amish.
men.
If you had to choose life or death, you have to pick a team for the fight. For the fight, who's
Team
more
Zucky?
in?
I pick Mark.
Team Zucky.
I feel like Mark has the agility and
Clinton.
Is he a fit guy?
Well,
I don't
He's
pay
all
attention to
ripped
them.
right now, isn't he?
Well,
Is
like,
he?
look, I
he's
can,
probably getting ready. Like he's
I
secretly
can tell you
getting
this:
ready.
like on their social medias, only one of them has promoted going to the gym. The other one just shit posts,
which is Elon.
like tweets that have already been made. Yeah.
but I feel like Elon would go in all like crazy.
He's gonna get some like enhancements right before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
like,
I feel like
he
he
would
would
try
pussy out
speed
last
for the
minute.
first time, like right
Shoot me
before
up!
he
Shoot
goes
me
up
up! Shoot me
there,
up!
yeah.
Shoot me up!
I feel like Elon would call a technicality at the last minute just to like pussy out of it. I don't know.
That's true.
Dang,
You're
that's
right.
rude.
Mark would probably.
I
be,
just
like,
don't think
more-
very highly of the man.
Yeah, I got you. That's it.
That's all we
Thank
got for
you for
today.
coming
It's a
to
good
Dusty
time.
Crates.
That was fun.
That was
That was a great
That was
episode.
Word on the
our-
street. Chris, that was good, Chris.
Thanks, man.
I missed that.
You know,
Thank you,
I do
Chris.
miss
That
that.
was
Now I'm gonna introduce Clarissa. It's
Okay.
today's guest is no stranger to Reduce Sound Studios.
Let's throw a drum roll.
After making her global debut on NBC's The Voice in 2014, our guest has been sweeping live performances left to right, and she's shared the stage with Megan Trainor, Los Lonely Boys, and even our friend on the show, Chris Bettis. From listening to her sing to meeting her in person, she's sure to leave an impression. Ladies and gentlemen, my prima, Griselda. Wow.
Griselda.
Clarissa Serna. I can't even talk. Welcome to the show, Claire.
Happy to be here. Thank you guys so much.
How have you been? How's everyone's week? All right, sorry.
Everything's great.
All right, let's skip over. We're on the street. We're already done with that. Clarissa.
Wait. You need to like do the
I know, like,
turntables. Remix.
Clarissa, where are you from?
Bam, bam, bam.
You're from
I'm
Corpus.
from
We
the
are.
barrio.
You're from the
I
barrio.
was
What
getting
school did you go to?
I went to private school, then I went to Grant and Carroll and TAM UCC, baby. Corpitos.
MCC, baby.
You were a Barracuda.
What?
I was a Barracuda.
What did you?
I still am.
What did you major in?
Communication, media communication.
Nice.
It worked out really well for me. Yeah.
Nice. Has music always been a big part of your life?
Since day one.
Since day one.
Since day
What was
one.
your first performance?
Like that
you
I
remember,
can
like-
remember, or like a musical, like a.
Well, let's go. Like, what's your first time? Do you remember performing? Like, was
So
it like
my
a-
story when people are like, "How'd you get into music?"
Yeah, how'd you
is
get
I
into
had my parents got me a karaoke machine when I was 7 with the cassette tapes,
Mm-hmm.
and it had "Naughty by Nature," Whitney Houston, and Garth Brooks on there.
Okay,
And I would always
All-star lineup.
sing
That
"I Will
is.
Always Love You" by Whitney Houston.
that's a good one.
And my tia was listening, and she's like, "Did y'all know Clarissa can sing?" And I'm sure I was singing like before that, but that's just my first core memory. And one of my main memories, this might have been the time that she noticed, was that she asked me to sing for the whole family, but I wouldn't sing in front of them. So they were all in the living room, and I was like down the hall in the restroom.
Aww.
That's where the acoustics were, you know what I'm saying? I was like, and I wonder what I sounded like. I wish there were cell phones back then so I could hear. It was probably like,
It's
And she's just being
probably
really
sounds
sweet.
Cool. No, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised. Like, you know, little kids, like when they can sing, you're like,
my
oh shit.
daughter, I'm not even joking, can carry a tune. She listens
has
to
it in her
Frozen
blood.
and she can be like, "Into the unknown," and she shakes her head to imitate me, but she hits the notes. I'm not even
Nice.
joking.
Does she hit the flip
She is a
too?
prodigy. All of it, dude.
Oh.
It's crazy. She's a trip. I love you, Olivia.
Aw. Shout out to Olivia, you know what I'm saying? Putting it down, holding it down at home.
Hey. Pew, pew, pew.
What made you like decide that you wanted to go into music or leap into music as a career?
I think I just had so many idols growing up. Selena was a big one, of course, and the fact that she was like so close to home
Yeah.
just kind of made it more real for me, you know?
This can happen.
Yeah, and then I was just into like all the big voices like Celine Dion and Christina Aguilera. I loved Alanis Morissette, I know that.
Yes.
And I just had people that would listen to me and my family, and I liked being the center of attention, of course, like being the baby and, you know, like everybody watching me perform
Everybody
and
look
just
at
being
me.
able to do that. Not only that, but I think just my calling is to bring people joy.
Yeah.
And I think that
Entertain.
I saw
Yeah.
that it made them happy, and it made me feel good that I could make them happy. So I would do my folklorico dress and sing. And I remember my grandma would tell me, your corazón, when I would sing Selena. It's over here, mijita. And I just have so many beautiful memories of that. So I'm just grateful that like my family empowered me to do that, and they were supportive. And I think that just it's something I liked. And then the fact that I was encouraged to do it and supported to do it just manifested into what it became. And then my brother-in-law Daniel was a
Yeah.
huge
I was about to
impact
bring
on
up
that.
Daniel.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Daniel.
Yeah, my brother-in-law Daniel was like my manager.
Keeping a
the
roof
only
over her
manager
head
I've
over
ever
here.
had.
Literally.
For real. So my sister's 12 years older than me. Sorry about to say that. And so is Daniel.
Well, she just said that 70's not old in the chat. So
Yeah,
we're
it's
good.
not at all.
We're good.
And so
She's nowhere near 70.
They started dating at 17, so I was 5. So Daniel's been in my life since I was 5. He's my actual brother. I also have
Yeah.
a real brother. Love you, Ricky. But yeah, so my sister's like, you used to like
Shout out,
get in
Ricky.
between us on the couch, and like I was just always C-blocking her all the time. And he just grew up, like he just really supported me, and he encouraged me, him and my cousin Javi too, that like just got me into music, and I started getting the guts to do like live performances, and eventually that turned into gigs, and eventually that turned into like, oh my gosh, this is like really manifesting into a real kind of career. I don't think I realized that at the time.
Yeah.
And here I am.
What was your first gig?
Man, what was my first gig? Man, I don't know. It was probably like somebody's quinceañera or birthday party or something. I don't know what you would qualify as a
Like
gig.
you never did like open mic nights and shit like that?
When I was that age. So I remember some of my first experiences were like we did a couple of karaoke things, and immediately I had like those scam people that were like, oh, we're going to sign you, and I'm Britney Spears' like manager, and I'm going to sign you. I remember that conversation actually, and I went home and like, here, Dad, talk to Britney Spears' manager. So a lot of that stuff happened, but I did a lot of karaoke. I know that. And then the first gigs that I can remember are like the Vineyard, which was a wine bar on the south side that was really cool over there where like Rio used to be. That was the jam. So I was doing that at 15, 16. And then Railroad Seafood Station. Those are like the first ones that I really remember.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really
Nice.
cool. That was when
Nice.
we met Andrew. Andrew came in the picture.
Andrew was eating at Railroad
We
and he was
used-
like, yo, do you need a conga player?
Jody came in. Jody was with us for a little while, and then he couldn't make a gig, and Andrew came in as backup, and homie's been with me ever since. So it's been 20-something years.
Shout out Andrew.
Shout out
He's
to
my
Andrew.
familia. Yeah. Love Andrew.
He's also Clarissa's homies.
Yes, he is.
Clarissa and the homies.
Love that man.
You're in real estate now.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
Well, okay.
Well, your family's into real estate.
my family's in it,
Yeah.
and so it's another
Your
one
pops.
of those.
Shout out to your pops.
Shout out to Richard Serna. Orale. It's Richard Serna and Associates.
Don't chug any milk in any homes.
I
Yeah.
won't. I don't even like milk, so
All right,
I
that's
might
great.
chug other things.
Neither will Mr. Richard.
There's tequila. I can't make any promises. I'm just kidding. But it's a family business, and it's something that I feel like it just makes sense because of my network.
Yeah.
And like
Big
the
time.
fact that we're in Corpus, like, you could get your real estate license and probably sell
Hey,
a ton of
hey, hey,
houses.
hey, hey.
He's like, don't spill my juice. So yeah, and it's a family-owned business, and they're getting to an age where normally most people would retire, and because it's a family business, they can't. And so I wanted to get that to relieve some of that stress from them,
Nice.
which I have yet to
Your
do.
brother does real estate too, right?
Not yet.
Does your sister doesn't?
Nope.
So you're the only one.
So far, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well, you
did it
definitely
for
got to
mom
keep
and
it
dad,
going.
but
You definitely got to keep it going. It's a good career to be into.
bringing
It's
me
fun.
joy, and like
yeah.
honestly, looking at houses,
Yes.
like just kind of touring
Yes.
houses all the time is really cool and
And
fun.
it's like inspiring for your brain.
yes, and it's
Now you're like, dude, I should have did my closet like this.
yes, and it's the biggest investment in most people's lives. So
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
cool to create that relationship with people and to be able to help them through that transaction. I'm in this stage where I'm learning, and so I'm still kind of intimidated by it, and I'm just being like really vulnerable and putting myself out there that way. But I relate it so much to when I first started music. Like, this is my metaphor that I gave my dad, is I was like, I don't promote myself a lot because I feel like when I first became a musician, I would hide behind my music stand. Remember those huge metal music stands?
Yeah.
And I would sit and I would hide behind there and I was just like this with the microphone. And then slowly I started to get some posture, and then maybe I would like stand up out of the seat, and then maybe I'd like scoot the music stand out of the way. And there was this whole evolution that got me to where I am today. And I know that any job or career that you get yourself into is going to be that way. So I'm in the beginning stages of it. I'm loving it. I'm grateful that my parents can be my mentors, that I can kind of take that just be able to give them the opportunity to pass that down to me.
That's crazy that you say that you were hiding behind that thing, and that you feel like that now, because like
100%.
a lot of people who don't know us or you think that you're so,
Yes.
like you're so outgoing and crazy and cool and confident, and like you sing very well and everything's going good. Yeah. And like to hear you talk about like your vulnerability, that's kind of wild. Like
there's
damn.
a lot of it, and
she gets scared too, just like me, dog.
All of us.
You know
well, I
what I'm
love
saying?
that you're really transparent about that with yourself too.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody.
Everyone knows you're a pussy, Dust.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What up?
You came a long way, like being open and transparent with like how you are and how you feel as an artist.
It's
which is-
important.
I've always kind of been like that
that
though,
we're
man. You know what I'm
human.
saying? Like
Yeah.
I've never really been like a
You've
macho
never
guy.
been stuck up, but that's why people like you, because you're real and you're relatable and you're humble, but you're still a badass.
We're
And,
trying to
like,
make this about you, Clarissa.
Well, I'm deflecting a little bit, but and we're also,
Yeah.
that's why we get along so well as our familia.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
it's true. I think I receive that very well when I can look up to somebody and at the same time feel like they are just as human as me and it's relatable. That's the type
Yeah.
of people I follow on social media. Like,
Yeah.
not the ones that are out of my realm and unachievable, but the ones that I'm like, man, I love that. Like, this chick shows her cellulite, and this chick talks about how, being a mom is really hard. And
Yeah.
this chick talks about, and I need to hear that. I need to hear that, the music industry isn't easy for everybody, and real estate
Hell
isn't
no.
easy for everyone. And that's the kind of stuff that makes me feel like I belong. So I want to
Yeah.
be that for people that maybe think that I'm cool.
You are very
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
So
You're dope.
you performed in you have performed in other cities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You say you never have moved away from Corpus, but you've been around. And I know, I don't want to be like dragging into the Voice. Everybody knows that you went to the Voice, and it was really cool. I remember myself, I was like super pumped for you the whole
Such a
time.
cool
Had the
experience.
shirt, I had like the whole thing. I went to your party, where everybody was very proud.
Are
It
you
was
the one that gave your shirt to Goodwill? My friend bought it.
no man.
I'm just
I'm all shit.
she busted me.
Why'd you wearing it?
like it was really cool to like the whole city was like behind you on that.
That was
wild.
best feeling, man.
Yes.
And what's cool is that was, I'm aging myself. That was almost 10 years ago. Next
Yeah.
year, that is 10 years
Nice.
ago that happened.
Yeah.
I was at a turning point in my life. I was 27. I wasn't like married with children or anything. I didn't have like a set career. My music was going good, but where? And I think I was helping my parents actually at their real estate office at the time. And just had a lot of questions with God and like life. And there's a whole backstory. I don't know if anybody here knows it, but like it gets really deep. But long story short, I was in a real deep conversation with God and the universe about whether or not I was fulfilling my purpose in life at that time and whether or not I should move on from music. And when I got that 4-chair turn, I just felt like God and all my family in heaven, like everybody really giving me a big hug.
Yeah.
It was just really emotional to talk about because...
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, I
It
got that-
actually happened. Like that shit.
I got
Man.
goosebumps. seeing
Yeah,
that.
Every time
yeah.
I watch it, like I swear,
Yeah.
I felt like my grandma that
Nah.
apparently was a musician. She was a singer. I didn't get to know her well. She passed away when I was 2. My grandma Ramirez. I swear that like I felt her and all like my heaven family and all my real family like supporting me and God telling me like
That shit
this
was
is what's
crazy, yo.
up. So, and I wanted 4. Like they were like just 1 chair, and I was like, nope. I got to deal with the universe and I got to deal with God. I need 4 chairs. For my yes,
The
and you're not
ultimatum.
supposed to bargain with God. I know that.
You're like, look, man.
it don't work like
if
that.
you take away this drunkenness, I'll never drink
I
again.
tried that with the cops one time. It didn't work.
I'll
No, I'm just
never
kidding.
drink again. I swear.
But man, that goes in the record, man. I've had some really beautiful moments, obviously becoming a mom and getting married and all those things. But that's one for the books. It
That was
just
cool,
an
and it was
incredible experience.
recorded, so you
Yes.
get to go back and watch it.
I don't
whenever you
believe
want.
that it happened. So people are like, "You're on The Voice," and I'm like, "Let me check." Yes, that
Yeah.
was real. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Totally.
Shakira, all kinds of like crazy
I like
celebrities.
the part where Usher turned his seat and you didn't notice until like you
I
were done
didn't
singing
know.
and you were like, yeah, oh my god, you turned. And he was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish it was like unedited because I sing a lot with my eyes closed. So I think One, I almost missed the hook. I almost missed the high note. Like you freak out, you're stressed out, right? Like we were nervous before this podcast. Imagine going on like The Voice, right? You've done crazy stuff like that. And I remember about to go out, and I was like, I forgot the words. I forgot the words to Zombie, and I've already sang that song. That in itself, the fact that I sang Zombie was another sign from God because it wasn't on the list they give you. Like anyway. So I was about to go out, and it was like the band kind of gives me a little wink, like we got this. And I got out there, I was like, I don't know the words to this song. I don't know what's gonna happen right now. I was freaking out, and then it was like da taka taka, and I was like another hit, and it just happened, right? And so then they start turning around, and my mind is going to all these places. I was like, I'm manifesting, and I'm doing this, and God, and my family, and oh my gosh, my dreams, is this real? And I remember the in your head, and the big note came up. And I almost missed it. And it just, all of it just.
But the way you hit it.
Dude, the way you hit it was fire.
It's that adrenaline, I guess. And so then Blake turned around and I was just like, yeah, getting to that last note. And carrying it out. And then I'm doing the very best I can to give you guys the best interpretation of how that went. So then, yeah, they edited a lot of it out, but I opened my eyes. And it looks like it happened quickly, but actually everybody talked, and then Usher talked, and then I was like, "Oh my God, you lit up!" Like I finally saw that the thing was lit up, and he's like, "Yes, pendeja!" Like, hello. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so that was
Dude,
amazing.
I just want to say your performance was just the breath control, the tenacity in your voice when you like hit those notes. Like, you gave me goosebumps, man, and I just had to let you know.
Yeah, whenever you practiced a lot.
Yes.
That time,
so much happens behind the scenes, and it hasn't. I mean, think about it. Like, okay, you haven't even done the blind audition. TV is TV, right? So there's a lot of behind the scenes. But big shout out to Treylani Rose, who was my vocal coach on The Voice the entire time. We spent a lot of time together, and she's absolutely incredible. And she's the one that helped me. Like, I have a habit of trying to carry my breath and like only use my chest voice for big notes and all those things. Since then, I've figured out what my middle voice is, which is amazing.
Did you even know about all that stuff?
No idea. Well, I knew, but I just figured, like, I can't do that. Like, I would try to sing This Girl Is on Fire, and I'd be like, oh, like,
no,
cracking.
but I mean, did you know that there was all these things that they called them something? You know what I mean? Like you're saying, like your middle voice, your low voice.
I think I kind of knew, but that was when we really dove in. I took it very seriously. Yeah. I was super invested in it. I was, like I said, like I was reading this book called E Squared, if you're looking to kind of like manifest in your life. It's about the law of attraction and like asking the universe for things. It's called E Squared, and it has 9 practices to try, and I saved number 9 for my blind audition, and that was when I got the 4-chair turn. So I'm just saying, if you want to read it, I think I gave my version away to somebody, but yeah, she was legit. She's the one who told me how to control my breath and how to get through that big note, and it happened, but I almost missed it. I did.
That's crazy.
Life is weird.
Yeah, life is very strange.
Moments, you know, those moments where your brain is like, uh-oh, and then the rest of your body's like, we got you. It's like the Minions. And everything was like, fine. Yeah, it was a beautiful
All right,
thing.
I have a question. Tell us, or not a question, but I want you to tell us about the legendary Chicano actor Pepe Serna.
Oh, you know what? You should have him on the show.
I want to.
He's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming August 17th.
Yes, he's got something to promote. I know.
Do you already have you talked to him?
I haven't talked to him. I mean, we talk every once in a while, but like I haven't like told him to come on the show yet.
Oh, man.
But he would be perfect.
Amazing.
Dude, he's so cool. Like he's like
Pepe
We're finally
like
gonna watch the movie.
a
Before.
trip. He's a permanent trip. So
I have a question though.
yes.
Did you see Scarface as a kid?
I didn't see it till I was in high school. I think I was 17 years old when I finally saw Scarface.
So like whenever you saw it, where you're like, wow, this is. He's like a
Amazing.
real, like, I mean, you already
Yes.
knew he was like,
It solidified the fame. Like, I knew he was cool. I knew
Right,
he was an
right.
actor. At that time, I remember he was sort of moving into, like, his artist season
Yeah,
or era.
yeah.
And so he was, like, promoting his paintings, and I would help. So he would have shows in
Yes.
Corpus, and I was there helping him sell his prints and all that stuff. But I didn't quite understand the magnitude of, like, Scarface, The Jerk, Car Wash, all those. We didn't have Netflix at the time, so
Yeah,
something
yeah,
you had to,
yeah.
like, actively
Yeah.
go to Blockbuster
Yeah.
or whatever and find. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, that's my Theo. Like, that's cool. So I brag about him all the time. But I give him credit too for what I've been
Dude.
able to do with music, because he would be like, okay, that's your song. But imagine you're like an old lady sitting on the porch and you're watching all your grandkids on your colonial. And he just like puts you, it's like an actor mentality,
Yeah.
right? Like puts you in that zone. He's like, now how do you sing it? And I was like, life's too beautiful. I don't freaking know, Theo. Like, this is weird. Sometimes it just went way over my head. But he is one of the few open entertainers in our family, and I give him all the credit for, I mentioned Selena and all the musical artists, but as far as general artists go and being related to a badass famous actor.
Yes. And now he's kind of the whole thing is kind of like coming back around and all this kind of thing. Dude, it's crazy.
Like, he's doing a memoir on his own life, a book, a movie, like, and it's just so badass. And like that's what he has to say about it. He's like, no one else is going to document it for you, but you need to leave your legacy and you need to record it and you need to document it. Yeah. And so it's funny because like now that's kind of what we do on social media, right? And like I don't know how or when they cancel your social media after you pass away or if it stays there forever. I kind of hope it does.
They memorialize it now.
Like it stays?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I want my kids to see. Like I want them
to be able to
and
go back
my grandkids like for real, does it really last that long or is it 2070? Like how long does it last? But
I met your mother and it's like you twerking on
I know I'm all work but no, he is a huge idol of mine. And Pepe, if you ask him, went to California with $100 in his pocket going to be an actor and he made it.
He made it, dog.
Yes, and he met his wife in the first few months, I think, of being in California, and they're obsessed with each other, and I don't think they've spent more than a day apart ever since. Like, their love story is really beautiful. She's a trip. She's amazing, too. Diane, love her. They're just colorful in every way that you could perceive color, and it's a beautiful thing. So Pepe is a badass, and I hope you have him on Dusty Crates.
Shout out Pepe.
Shout out to Pepe Serna.
He's so good. Yeah,
he's got so many titles.
A legend. Dude.
Legend
He's a
is
legend.
the biggest one, I think.
Absolutely.
So tell me also, let's talk about another side of you, coastal living.
It's like my other personality.
So many things that you do.
My head turns.
Dude, but you know, like real talk, like the voice opened a lot of doors for you. I mean, I think like you're right. Like you do need to use your network that, you know, a lot of people associate you with that. A lot of people know you because you're talented and, you know, because of things, but like, you know, things like that open up doors for you. And
big time.
And the thing is that like, you got to be smart and use those opportunities because that's how people fuck up is they're not smart about shit.
Scared.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah,
you
exactly.
guys asked me what my motto would be for this, and I said the other side of fear. And my big quote is all the greatest things in life are on the other side of fear. Like once you overcome, you don't even overcome it. You just face it and then you jump over that big old fear wall and there you are in all the glory, in all the things that you ever dreamed and wished for right on the other side of fear. And it's right there waiting for you. You just have to break through it every time. And it's more than once in your life.
That's
like
how I got here.
That's
all
how you got
kinds
here.
of right? So you're bringing up the coastal living thing, and let me give you guys a timeline because when I do motivational speaking with like students, I haven't done it in a while, but I obviously did like a tour after The Voice, and I've done a lot of it since then. Another thing that I picked up from Pepe because Pepe used to come to my school and talk, and I was a dork. And that day in school, I was the badass. Like when Pepe came, I was like, "That's my." He's all
now. Watch this. He shows them the scene where he gets chopped up in the shower, and
he's like doing cocaine.
Check it out, kids.
Yeah, and I just remember I was like,
I was hoping that you had watched it when you were like really small, and like maybe your reaction was
not
like,
that I can remember, but my parents weren't eager to like expose me to
Theo,
that. Yeah, the cartel. It's like, I mean, he thought it was your Theo, aren't you so proud? And he's like, oh, the chainsaw. But the whole story behind that is, so first of all, yes, Pepe is the one that I just feel like I'm kind of fulfilling this family legacy or whatever by continuing to do this. It feels like I'm taking that, what do you call it? The thing?
The torch.
Torch. And going on. Yeah. So anyway, I've had the opportunity to do that. And my story is about breaking through fears and all that stuff. But let's start with, say, The Voice. So I auditioned. I'm going to try to make this as fast as I possibly can because they're like, we just need 20 minutes. And it's like 2 hours later.
Let's do it.
So it starts off, let's just say, like with the music stuff, right? So I was like, let me try out. People used to always tell me at Revo, which was a hit. We have so many great memories. Shout out to everybody who used to go to Acoustic Tuesdays at Revo.
I don't know why I looked over there like somebody
You
was
got
gonna be
the
there.
camera. Some of the best memories of my life and where I've met some people that, I mean, shoot, that's
Us.
where we
Yeah,
originally
yeah.
hung out. Yeah. So starting there, and then people would tell me The Voice was brand new, and they're like, you need to go in The Voice. And I was like, no, I don't want to be that girl from The Voice. No, I didn't want to put myself in a position to fail. I would never
Scared
do
of
that,
success.
right? Hell no, absolutely not. Yeah. So eventually life put me in a position years later where I did, and I tried out for the X Factor, America's Got Talent, and The Voice. So let's say a span of 3 years, and I tried out for all 3 shows, and I went back. I didn't get it, or I got the golden ticket, but I didn't get this ticket, or whatever. But I never made it to like the real thing. And then The Voice comes around again, but my life is different. Like I was out of a bad relationship, and I was in a different workspace where I could take the time to do that. I think that's when I was working for my parents, and I was like,
How
feels
many
like-
years later was that second audition?
I think it was 1 year later, 1 or 2 max. But yeah, I think it was 1 year later that I was like, life is different now. Like maybe I should try. It was just an email. Got the email. This is when Vine was a thing. Because I remember I was always making Vines at my parents' real estate office, like doing literally nothing.
Good time.
Asking people to pay their rent. But anyway, so
Listen to this guy's not paying his rent. Look what excuse he's gonna give us today. And it's like me, and I'm like, my AC don't work.
Deep. So I went ahead and went to the audition, and I felt really good about myself because I chose to play the piano for my audition, which I'd never had the guts to do before. The first time I took my keyboard player, Roro. Thank you, Roro, for that. And so the second time I went, and I think I sang Amy Winehouse, Florence and the Machine, and Bruno Mars. And I was so into it. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. No, one of them I sang Rihanna because that's what I played the keys for. Anyway, I do the audition and they're like, thank you. Don't call us. We'll call you. Blah, blah, blah. Just like the time before. So then one day I'm on my way to work and I get a call. I'm on SPID in Everhart about to turn in where Cons, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Cons is. And the iPlace. And so I get his call and I was like, this is an LA number. And or Burbank, it says. So I pull over and I knew that it was in that area. And they're like, hey, this is McNulty Casting. We're with The Voice, blah, blah, blah. We just want to let you know that. I was like, is somebody calling?
It's like happening again.
So let me fast forward, right? That happens. It's emotional. They're like, you got the call, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go back for the executive audition. So there's like a bunch of different levels to it, right? But this is just to reiterate the fact that you got to say yes to these opportunities and not have fear and not be afraid to come back after you failed a couple times because I did. I failed, quote unquote. I didn't.
He didn't fail. He just didn't.
Sure, but some people obsess over that. Like you can go to one of these auditions and be like, "I'm a failure. I'm not good enough. I suck, and I'm never gonna make it. So let me just go and get a job at Walmart and just call it a day and never sing the way I meant to." You know. So get up and do it, and get your ass back up and go and do what your heart wants you to do, because that's the only thing that's gonna make you happy in life. So just do it.
Do it.
And there's so much space for that now with the internet. Like, do it. So anyway, that happens, and then The Voice happens. This is a good fast forward. Okay. Voice, and then after The Voice, my buddy Gino Flores from Z95 reaches out and he's like, hey, and I'm riding this wave of like playing all these gigs and everybody loves me and everybody's on the Clarissa Serna wagon, right? And thank you and God bless you all for that. I still feel the love. So then Gino's like, hey, we're turning I think it was K-Bay into Rock 92.7, and we're thinking, like, since you're the rock girl, zombie, cranberries, maybe you could be a DJ for our show. So I helped them launch Rock 92.7. So I did that for 3-4 years. And then got to a point where I was like, okay, I think it's time to like get like a quote unquote real job and like kind of just level up in life, right? So I was sort of manifesting that and going through stuff with my family and health stuff and all that, like things that happen naturally, right? All the other obstacles. And sure enough, like just like the radio thing was a sign from God and a big opportunity. I said yes, and it worked out great, and I learned so much. All the while, like all this communication stuff I went to college for that I thought was kind of like the blow-off degree, right, is all applied to my life. So then
Nice.
This thing happens with a local news station, to be not named, that was featuring me and my Uncle Pepe, and I was singing for their Christmas thing. And they asked me if I would be the grand marshals of the La Posada boat parade. And we're like, of course, this should be a good time. Yes, we'd love to. Let's go. Freezing cold. Pepe and I show up. I have like a little bottle of something with me. I'm like, we're ready to just have a good time and hang out on a boat. Like, we're just there to party and like wave at the camera, right? Maybe do an interview. And I'm honored to be next to Pepe. So something happens where the anchor that's supposed to be on the boat to interview people and like do the call-ins on the news she went to the wrong place.
Oh, shit.
So this big guy that everybody knows in the Coastal Bend as the man of news in Corpus Christi comes up to me and is like, hey, is there any way that we can get you to do these call-ins for the show? We don't know what to do. She went to the wrong place. The boat needs to leave. Like, everything's happening. This is TV. We got to go. Here's your camera guy. And here's your microphone. You got to go. And I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, radio kind of prepared me for this. I used to do like 1-minute call-ins. We're here, competition sound, blah, 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 like whatever. I did that. So I was prepared. Anyway. J-Vibes. That's who I was. We love J-Vibes. So I keep saying long story short, but it's long story longer. Anyway, that one moment, I don't want to rush through this one. That one moment of just, I'm here just to be in the boat parade, to, hey, do you mind doing a call-in? I was like terrified, but also, who better to be standing next to me than my freaking Uncle Pepe? And I didn't know how it was going to go down. All I knew is that he was like, yeah, we're going to give you a lot of talking points. And I didn't get any talking points. And I don't know anything about La Posada Boat Parade. So I was up there with whatever Wi-Fi I could get, Googling, talking to the captain, taking little notes. Camera guy, I don't have in-ears. I don't have anything. I just have the microphone and the camera guy giving me cues. Called in. And then I have to point out the fact that Archie the eyebrow was out. So pre-Botox, I had this eyebrow thing that would happen.
Archie
that was like
eyebrow?
all the way up here. Just this one.
Like
So
this?
when I'm BSing, like when I'm freestyling, this eyebrow goes up to my actual hairline all by itself and has its own conversation with you. Anyway, irrelevant, but I'll show you all the video. That led to an opportunity in TV. And it's funny because I was kind of manifesting that to happen. It was unfortunate for the person that didn't show up that day. I'm sure everything turned out fine. But talk about saying yes to an opportunity and being on the other side of fear. So I told you guys this is a long story. But all I'm saying is that this series of unfortunate and very fortunate events for me ended up becoming me living my actual dreams. And so I run into people that are like, oh, you know, what if you picked a different coach? Or I wish you made it all the way. And I'm like, I don't. I think that everything landed exactly where it was supposed to be. And if it didn't, for all I know, I could have like maybe moved to LA and done all these other things, but I wouldn't have the career that I have. I wouldn't have the family that I have. I wouldn't have my husband, my son, my daughter, the relationship, the connection I still have with my family, like our roots, you know, we got to keep all that stuff tight.
So many things.
And it's just, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So for anyone who feels bad for me, is like, she should have made it farther on The Voice and you would be like famous or celebrity or whatever. Like I have no desire, especially in this social media world, to be anything close to a celebrity. Do you see the eyebrow? That's from Andrew, right? Pinche Andrew. Can you see it? Oh, you have to tap. Oh, you can't tap. It's a camera. Is the eyebrow up? Is there the eyebrow? Yep. There's the brow. Archie. We call it Archie. Its name is Archie. Archie the eyebrow. It's
Nice.
out of control. Now I hate Botox, so don't worry.
Give me that.
Archie's. But anyway, I always try to condense that story, and I can't because
It's a good story.
There's
That's
a lot
great.
of really big moments in there, but each one was about like saying hi, saying hi, saying yes to something that's scary, and like understanding that whatever got you there is what prepared you for that moment.
Right.
So just do it. Just go for it.
Life
It's
is not
scary.
without its risks,
You
so.
might have a little choro on your pants when you get home, but
Yeah.
all your dreams are going to come true, baby. Just
Just-
believe in yourself.
just believe.
I'm talking to you.
Amen.
Dusty keeps getting confused because I'm looking
Oh.
at the camera.
All right. Well, with all these titles, singer, TV personality, real estate agent, what's your next creative turn? Do you think like a writer, actress? Do you want to do
You
more
know-
hosting? You want to be a DJ? Can I teach you how to DJ?
I would love that. I think that should be a segment on Coastal Living. I've tried acting. I was with the Blanco agency for a while, and I auditioned for the Selena movie.
Nice.
Oh.
I did, and I knew I was a fraud, but I put on my lipstick anyway, and I was like, it didn't work out for me.
No
J-Lo
dice.
got the part. Fun fact, J-Lo used to be on a TV show with my Uncle Pepe before she made it big called Second Chances, and he was her father.
Oh shit.
Proof. Google it.
Yeah.
She had a perm, and she's like this on his shoulder.
Goggle it.
It's in our blood, you know.
Google it. Goggle it. Google's.
Clog it.
No, but really what I want, I don't know when this ends, but I want you guys to take away from this that like, just live your life. Like there's so many things that are going to give you fear, especially because of social media and especially because you feel like whatever your goals are might be so unobtainable, but they're right there in front of you and you have to take the chance and you have to face your fears and you have to put your middle fingers up to anybody who doesn't believe in you because the ones that matter have your back. And that is the only thing that matters in life. Even if it's only your spouse or only your best friend or only your childhood neighbor or your dog or your turtle that believes in you, go for it.
Amen.
That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And thanks for coming out. No, I'm just kidding.
Ghosty Craze, boom, boom, boom. That's my moment.
No, that was great.
I don't know what's next, but I'm excited for it. I'm in my motherhood era.
Yeah,
and I'm
you're
obsessed.
balancing entertainment and family. How do you do it?
I don't know. You know what? I do know. I have a very supportive family, and more than anything, my husband, because when it comes for real, when it comes to like getting married or having a spouse, you know, because Ceci also, she's a
Yes,
badass and she's an
yes.
entertainer, so she actually understands through experience. But like, this life isn't for anyone, right? And being a spouse of a type of person like us is not for anyone.
not
And
easy.
you know what you're signing up for, but I don't think anyone can prepare you for it when you choose to spend the rest of your life with that person. And so, babe, I hope you're watching. You're probably like putting the baby to bed right now. But God bless you and thank you so much for supporting me through my dreams, because at this point, like, how could I have the joys of family and motherhood and also the joys of continuing my music career and my TV show and real estate and all these other things that bring me joy, and all have that? Like, not everybody gets that all at once. Usually you get married and it's like, well, there goes your dreams, but you got me. So pick up the HEB curbside on the way home. Love ya. You know?
Yes.
So really, really blessed for that. I know you can relate, Andrew. I know you and Viv can relate. Shout out to Viviana too, because y'all have 2 kids, and it's just one of those things. So I don't know what life is going to bring me, but I'm not scared of it. I'm excited.
That's great. I love that outlook.
Man, being a mom is so cool. So cool. Like, I knew it was cool, and I knew it would happen when the time was right. But man, it's cooler than The Voice, cooler than anything I've ever done in my life. Being a mom is so badass.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know it's cheesy. Y'all don't get it because y'all aren't moms, but it's
no,
really
I have
badass.
Sasha, so I do get it.
You're like, I am her mom.
I'm very close with my mom, so I think
For
that's
real,
cool.
it's such a beautiful thing. And then anticipating, like, growing old with her and getting past that point where she needs me and getting to the point where she chooses me.
Nice.
I want that. And so it's important to create that relationship. Like you talking about your mom, period,
100%.
is important. And I love you, Mom. I know you're watching.
Shout out Nancy.
We're just
Dalmo.
Everybody shout outs.
Antonio
Yes.
Lopez says, Clarissa to me is an icon for Corpus Christi, Texas.
Oh, guys, y'all have no idea. I was talking about this with Andrew. I suffer from imposter syndrome. So literally everything that I've done in my entire life, like, I don't deserve it, and it's not real, and whatever. And there's all these haters that, like, have a club and they meet every Friday night.
They talk about us.
Yeah, like at the Voodoo Lounge, and
At the
they
Voodoo
talk about how much
Lounge.
they hate me and how much I suck. I have this little voice in my head that always says that I'm not good enough, and that I suck, and that I'm fake, and that I'm this and I'm that. And I'm the realest person, I think. Like, have you guys ever gotten a fake version of me? Andrew, you've known me my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, is there a fake version of Clarissa? No. The only fake version you'll get of me is when I am going through a hard time and I have to fake it because I've got an event or something, like smile through
The
it.
switch.
You know?
Turn the switch on.
Yeah, which we all have to do. But that really means the world to me. And we were talking earlier about, like, the support after The Voice, and, like, that, man, I felt it from the community the most then. But just recently, like, this locals list thing and stuff that, you know, people keep voting for me for stuff, and it's just like, do I even belong here? But
Yeah.
thank you.
No, you do, man.
Juan gets so mad at me because he's like, stop dogging yourself. And I'm like, I can't help it. Because
Yeah.
I see other people that try so much harder, and I think they do such a better job. But because I have the following that I have, maybe, or the support that I have, like,
That's
I
not.
win
Don't make an
certain
excuse
things.
for it. You're
I
good.
know. I need to stop. I already
Yeah.
told them when I start doing that to deflect me. So
Yeah, you got to give yourself some credit. Like a walking, living testament to, like, face fear in the face and
yes,
Boom.
and be excited.
Bitch,
for it.
slap it.
thank you.
Like
yeah,
you don't shy away from fear. You don't shy away from fear. You see
I
these
don't.
opportunities, and you don't see the risk. You see the opportunity, and you see what could be, and that's what you focus on.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that is the key and the secret to life. Like, everybody's looking for, like, this fountain of youth and this blah 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 blah. Like, there's Botox for that, honey. Just face your fears. And I keep talking about Botox. Pay me.
Somebody needs to get
I
this
know.
girl some Botox.
Sponsored. I got it. We're time for more. No, but really, just
Science.
the only
Science.
message, like, if I died tomorrow and I could leave anything with anybody, my favorite phrase that I say to people is, all your biggest blessings, all the most beautiful things in life are right on the other side of fear. Not the fear of, like, I don't know, I've never tried crack. Let me give it a shot. I'm scared, but I'll try it.
I'm here for the free crack giveaway.
That's not the fear I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fear of something that feels like it's bigger than you, and you don't know if you're prepared or you don't know if you're equipped for it. Give it a go. And you might still fall down, but it's going to be there again in the future, and you're going to be better prepared next time. So just go for it. It's going to, like, one day it's going to happen. Like, how many people get to really live their dream and get paid for it?
Best boy.
Us. Like, this is a
Oh.
lucky
Yeah,
thing.
no, yeah. I quit Whataburger, and I jumped in here without a guarantee yet, and here I am.
And here
Here
you
we are.
are.
I
And
pitched
you're
it for-
2 years later.
2 years later.
Look at us.
Look at us.
You used to work at Whataburger for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 6 years.
So 6 years at Whataburger and then 2 years here at Produce.
Yeah.
That's badass. Proud of you.
Look at
And
us.
Dusty's all
Look
like,
at us.
Look at us.
Look at us living
Look
our
at
best
us.
life. Yeah.
I'm in my old man face.
Aw, that's a beautiful face.
It is. It is.
That's gonna be a really long one though.
Yeah.
It's a long
It's
face.
all right, I'm
Don't
with
start
it.
now. You
I'm
got
with it.
time, bro.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Put it off if you can. Yeah.
All right. Well, Clarissa, thank you for coming today.
Thank y'all
It
for
has been a
having me.
wonderful,
Thank you so much.
wonderful session. And we have one more question. What would your No Limit Records CD cover be called?
Oh, The Other Side of Fear.
Bam. There it is. The Other Side of Fear.
Hey, with the
Your next EP color.
Órale, and my real estate pictures. Call me for your next listing, vato. I'm gonna sell you jingles of houses.
How can they call you? How can people find you? Plug yourself, please.
Find me at Clarissa Serna on Facebook, Instagram, and give me a call.
Give me a call.
I'm not gonna say it live on here, but if you're really serious about buying a house, get on my Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
361-555.
I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But thank you guys for your support. Truly, truly, truly. I don't deserve you guys. Y'all are amazing. I don't deserve you.
Everybody loves you in the chat. Vivian,
Really?
Viviana, Sonia is in the chat. Shout out Sonia.
Sonia, I love
Antonio Lopez.
So
Maya Pink
Sonia,
Lantern.
shout out to Sonia because she had a babies. And so then I got to play with the Jolly Ranchers, and that was like I didn't mention the Jolly Ranchers out of Laredo, but they were like the group in Corpus. And because she moved on to greener pastures, I was able to kind of move in and take her spot just here in Corpus. And that was a big break for me. That was like my Corpus Christi voice break. That was huge for me.
You got to learn how to perform on stage
Sonia is
with
so
a band,
talented.
and
I'm
they
insane.
were
I
kicking
still
ass.
look up to her so much. Have you heard
She
this
kicks
chick's
ass.
vocal
Yes,
range?
she
Like
kicks ass.
insane. That rasp. Oh, girl.
Shout out to Sonia.
Queen. Look her up.
Kendall also
Bombers
says hello.
Bunk. I love you.
Go ahead. What'd you
Kendall's going to give me the feedback on how I really did for the podcast.
She said,
she's my honest friend.
say? You're good at these little pep talks.
Yes. I am. But, so Kendall was one of my
really-
coworkers on the show, and I love you too, Viviana. Oh, these are all the people I actually know. Yeah, I was like, all the other people out, I'm like, hey, Spartan Man 52. Yes, Kendall, I'm obsessed with. She's so sweet. We used to work together, and she's just like so she was in charge of like investigating me before I started Coastal Living, and so I didn't.
She's your stalker?
Yeah, I didn't really have a spot. Like the show didn't even exist. Like I got hired and my GM was like, yeah, we're going to make the show and you're going to be in this cubicle. So I went to this cubicle and I was like, so what do I do? And we're like, I don't know. We don't like literally nothing else is lined up. No offense. I'm sorry if I'm like throwing my business under the bus. But Kendall was there and I went into like microwave my food one day. And I passed by her and I was like, hi, like just sweet. And she's like, hi, this doesn't sound weird, but I've been stalking you. And I was like, okay. And she's like, no, literally, it's like my job. Like I'm one of the promotions people and like we're working on all these promos, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, she ended up working with me on the show. And now she's doing something else and kicking butt at it. But she's just a huge supporter of mine. So I'm so grateful for her. Love you, Kendall.
Word up. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys for coming out and tuning into another episode of Dusty Crates. Clarissa Serna.
Clarissa, thank you so much for an amazing episode back.
Congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to get Pepe on here.
We got to get Pepe on here.
Pepito.
Tune in next week for our special guest, Emma Rodriguez of Skeleton Key Curios.
Obsessed with Emma.
We're going to have Peligrosa is going to be on this month. We're going to have hopefully Pepe.
That week, the next week.
Somebody else.
He's all Chris.
I can't say. I'm sorry. I can't say. They're looking at. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know.
He's eating his
Maya's
KFC
gonna be here.
double whatever it is.
Yeah. All right.
I'll get
Well,
one of those on the way home.
we'll see y'all later.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in.
Dusty Crates is brought to you by Produce Macro Bodega, located at 415 People Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
My name's Ryan. Too. Peace.
Love you guys.
I'm on tour all the time, so luckily I have.
Y'all are so fun. Thank you.